guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Network Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Network Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell. Okay, I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please secure.
Recording in progress.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Stocks Network Trading. My name is Ron. My partner is Dave. It is almost 7:30 a.m. Eastern, Monday, March 17. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. I know that we do have a few Irishmen in the group over here. Happy St. Patty's. If you guys are going to go out and enjoy a green beer, let's get our green pips first, and then we can go and get some green beer. So green pips for today. That's going to be what we're going to be going after. We'll go after those green pips with looking at gold and NASDAQ going into Wall Street. Okay, guys? So it is the first day of the week. Welcome. I know everyone had a great weekend. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You got some rest, you relaxed, maybe you reviewed the charts. Hopefully you guys went over your journals real quick. Hopefully you guys did a little bit of forward analysis on the securities you guys trade, and you look forward to your trading week. So let's have some fun. First thing is I'm gonna go into this, guys, because it is almost 7:30 and we want to be prepared all with our analysis for gold for COMEX in the next 45 minutes. Okay, so thanks everyone for joining. Hope everyone had a great weekend, and let's get started. So Forex Factory, guys, I'm not going to go through the entire week. I believe that this should be done by you, like with your preparation, your daily preparation or your weekly preparation. But Monday right here, we're going to have right after COMEX at 8:20, 10 minutes later, we're going to have some US red folder news. So we're going to have some volatility right away. It will affect the US dollar. We've got core retail sales. So previous month was negative 0.4%. They're forecasting a little bit of an improvement to 0.3% positive. Core retail sales, if you don't know what that is, click on this folder really quickly. And it's a change in total value of sales at the retail level, excluding automobiles. So we'll start to see what these numbers are. Again, core retail sales, so anything to do with retail is important to know how consumer spending is going. Is it getting a little bit more conservative? Is it getting tighter and tighter and tighter, that wallet lately? All of these things we'll talk about. Okay, so and then we have the regular retail sales. So core, I just read to you, is excluding automobiles. Then the other one would have to include automobiles. Okay, so it's a change in total value sales at the retail level, including automobiles. This is the earliest and broadest look at vital consumer spending data. Okay, so we'd like to know what is going on with the consumers' spending. And the big one this week, make sure to tune in to our live FOMC. This big one, Wednesday, March 19, 2 p.m. We're going to be streaming that day at noon. We're going to start till 3 p.m. So our federal funds rate, notice that there's no change in the forecast. So it's pause 4.5, but we'll see if Powell either pauses it, that's a good high probability, or if he decreases it, which would be really nice. If he could get a decrease here of 0.25%, we should see then a pump in the markets. If there's a decrease here. However, the worst case scenario that could cause the markets to continue maybe going down would be an increase in interest rates. I don't think this is the time to increase rates, but who knows what their plan agenda is over here. Okay, and then that's the day where Powell will come to the podium after they release these numbers, and he will start to answer questions and speak. We'll have it on the background on the live. We'll listen in while we're trading. Okay, this is not the FOMC minutes. This is the actual conference. So this is a big one. Okay, so that's this week. Earnings, I'm just going to go through right now. There was not much going on pre-market today. In the after hours today, again, no big real names. Okay, so we can maybe stay clear away from the earnings today. No big names, and then you can go into tomorrow morning, go through the week, and to get ready. Yahoo Finance, if you need news here, either Yahoo Finance, I got this one, Bloomberg Live over here. It's you can get your source of information from any one of these financial. There's Market Watch, there's all kinds, okay? So there's a lot of them. I'm just choosing here Yahoo Finance. And just looking if there's any big news that may affect our trading today. I don't see anything right now. All of the politics going on around the world, that's still happening. So we can't get away from that. That's always going to happen day to day. Okay, and then our Discord signals, guys. We got something cooking over here for gold. Looking for buys above 29.98, 3,000 psychological level. We'll monitor that as we start to do our charting. So just keep an eye. There is a buy level posted over here at 20 minutes ago. It just came out. Okay. We'll keep an eye on that. So just above 3,000. And everyone on YouTube, thank you guys for joining. There is a free pinned a pinned SST Telegram channel for you guys available at the top of your YouTube. And here's our blogs. And everything we do, all of our signals, setups, trade ideas at SST. We pushed our boot camp to next week. I wasn't feeling the greatest last week. I had pneumonia. I didn't really tell you guys. I was trying to battle through it on last week. You probably saw Thursday was taking a toll on me where I couldn't talk, I couldn't breathe, I couldn't, like, I was soaked. I had a high fever. And Friday, guys, I just couldn't get out of bed. I had to go to the doctors. I tried to battle it as much as I could. I didn't want to worry you guys. But I'm feeling much better today. Not 100%, but much, much, much better. Okay, and also, guys, if you'd like to be part of this free blog, if you visit our website, stocksnipertraining.com, over here, click on blog, and you got a Bitcoin weekly outlook with some key considerations on Bitcoin, charting some important areas and general observations, bullish and bearish outlooks. And also, guys, for members only, you got your weekly outlook on gold, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones over here. Same type of format. Your bullish and bearish weekly, like here on NASDAQ, we got a nice double bottom. We're breaking the trend line. We just got to get through this supply, maybe break through there, get some volume closing above the 618, and maybe we can start to push through here. Okay, so we'll take a look at this. So that there's a beautiful double bottom that's been built on the 4-hour, and we're breaking the trend line, and we're at the neckline. So we could see a pullback, come back deep down in here, as long as it keeps higher lows and respects maybe these key fib ratios. Maybe we get some volume close above here in the next 4 hours. Maybe we start to hold this and we start to break above. So maybe targeting 20,000 and above for the next little bit. But all of these are available for you guys on our blogs. And guys, this was me last week. So this is, sometimes a lot of these blogs are every day what we're going through. So this was me. Do not trade while sick, tired, or emotionally unwell. I wasn't the greatest last week. I had pneumonia, so it wasn't the best. So guys, effects of being sick and tired: impaired decision making, increased stress and anxiety, reduced focus and motivation, physical strain. Like anytime you're sick, you're tired, stay away as much as you can from the markets. You might make some silly mistakes, regret later. Countermeasures: how to mitigate these: set clear boundaries, practice self-care, use automated tools if you can, review and analysis, risk management, all of these things. And maybe you can avoid being this person. This was me last week. Next time I'll have actual photos of myself for you guys. But let's get into the charts. This is why you guys are here. Thank you guys, everyone on YouTube, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, and let's get started. And everyone on Zoom, I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Hopefully you guys were not sick and you got to enjoy the weather. Conrad, welcome. Good morning. Mike, Joel, good morning. Christoph, welcome. Pedro, welcome. Dennis, what's good, man? Emmanuel, thank you for joining. Welcome, guys. Jenny, thank you for joining. Appreciate you guys. Nigel, welcome. Everybody. Okay, and happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone that is going to be celebrating a little later on. For me to celebrate St. Patty's right now at 7:30 a.m., I've got my green coffee. But you guys, if you guys are getting green beer right now this early in the morning, you guys are animals. But not for me. But let's get started with gold. Okay, we are sitting at $3,000 right now. We got some key levels of demand that are holding right here. This block, I'm always, all week, I'm going to be looking at this throughout the FOMC. Will gold ever scale back down into the 2880 block here? I see that little dip right there, but it got gobbled right back up and then it came above. We got the volume pulled back, beautiful bounce. And this is when it started as of last week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, and here we are. Do we have our where we can start to recognize a good point of interest right over here? What about our previous all-time high supply block right there? Remember, this was red for the majority of last few weeks, and we were stretching it into the future, and this was always a red block going into the future. This body right here, Thursday, March 13, actually closed above. So I'm going to just continue stretching it into the future as a block, but it's no longer red. This might be a zone of demand. If it pulls back down into here, 2950, look at that. Beautiful. Right on the dot, right in there. Nice psychological number. There could be some big buyers waiting to gobble gold up at 2950 instead of paying 3,000, or if it continues to make a continued all-time high, they might be pending right here, accumulating. This would be a block 1, and then this one down here would be a block 2, bigger support, bigger demand, bigger discount down here, and so on and so forth. Okay, we're moving away from it, so let's just continue with this big body candle. That's a big body of volume. Can we maybe determine where about 50% of that is? Normally I'm just eyeballing it, but let's just get our Fibonacci tool right there. The whole body, from the open to the close, and I can see there's my 0.5 at 2,961 and 71 cents. I'm going to place my yellow line right at that 0.5. There's my yellow line. That's going to be my daily point of interest. I'll make it a little thicker, maybe for those that are like me that can't see it. And you can see how it's right above the green box. Okay, so if it does pull back and hold a wick right there, that's making a nice confirmed higher low above our block. That's could be showing our depth of market is getting stronger and stronger. Okay, and look how we closed near the high. This was Thursday. Friday there was a gap down. There was a drop right there, so that was as low as it went last week, 29.78. And then we continued to drive. That was a big bullish day, which created our new all-time high at 3,005. On this chart, you might see in the futures it's a little higher than that. And we started to get some pressure to sell down, and we closed right here. They gapped it up right now. So over the weekend, we opened right here. So again, just looking at today's daily candle, point of interest is exactly where we opened, right there. There we see the gap up now. We closed here Friday. They gapped it up right up to there to the yellow line. 29.88 was our open. And you see how they filled the gap today? It opened, but then it was bearish. It came down bearish, bearish, bearish right there. And we can target our low of the day with a purple line right there. So there's our purple line low of the day, and it's still above last week's high, still above 50% of this big body of volume, and we're still above the demand zone. So it's still technically bullish. The only thing that we are not doing now is creating new all-time highs relative to Friday's all-time high. We came all the way back up to the opening price. We had a lot of volume, continued to push, 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 but remember the size of the wick? If we didn't have this Friday candle, for example, if you eliminate Friday's candle and you just had this wick right here, see how short the wick is? And if we filled that up, there's your pop, and we would have just been driving to who knows where. But we have a lot of exhaustion behind us, where it pushed it down. So now the volume is trying to come back through all of that exhaustion. There's new buyers in there, but there's also maybe sellers that are, trying to absorb all of this volume again. But we've created a high today. Let's locate it with today's wick. It is right there. $3,001 is our high of the day. It's just $4 short of the all-time high. And if we kind of want to mark the all-time high, I'm going to do it with just like a little red zone right there. Just so if we come in here, we know that we're trading at the all-time high wick right up there. And if we do break out a little further, where could we go? Just go whole numbers. $3,010, okay, from 30005. What about 3010? That's like a 50 pip move. So I just make it with a yellow line. That would be another point of interest. You can go 0.15, you can go 0.20, 0.25, you can go so on and so forth. Depending on whatever time frame you're trading at, you'll find what's suitable for you. Okay, and we're getting a little lower high and they're pushing it down, but we still have this strong volume. So what I like to look at right now, as we're going to trade, but we're going to be trading what's the volume currently in the candle. If I was just trying to identify 50% of the volume right now, it's going to be fluctuating as I'm putting this. So what I did was the opening price to where the price was, I just saw it just went up just a little notch. I'm going to try my best to figure out where 0.5 is of the current volume. I know this is not closed volume, but for this morning, for right now, going into COMEX, at least I know if it comes all the way back down to here, 29.93 and a quarter, then I know that maybe there's still going to be some support in here, okay? But it won't be as strong as the opening price. So that's a point of interest, point of control, point of reference, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so again, I guarantee you, we went over this last week where we went over the monthly, the weekly, the daily. Everything was overbought on the RSI. I'm still sure that it's still considered to be overbought, even though there was a little bit of a cool off on Friday. Situations are probably still overbought, so doesn't give us the right to start selling right now. It's still relatively bullish on the daily. So let's check that 1 hour. Okay, so our 1 hour, really nice move. There's a move, consolidation, continue to move to the high, breakout. Then we had the all-time high right there, pulled back. You can see how the purple line is holding a lot of the hourly volume, holding it steady. So we don't have any hourly volume closing below there to suggest that this structure is breaking down yet. We've got nice now big bodies forming from 4 a.m. just after London this morning. There's 5 a.m. the big one, 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. And we're getting close to another 35 minutes COMEX and then the big US red news. And then we'll be walking into Wall Street. Okay, so on the hourly, how are we moving? See above here where this move, this leg up right here, started to push up and got rejected right there. It came up to that yellow line again, rejected there and started that leg down. Now we're starting to close above this with some volume. So this is where I start to draw maybe like a green zone, just like right above here. Where it was, you can see it was resistance over here. There's no denying the fact that it was resistance here. I can see now, like I can verify, I can backtest. I see it came in there and they pushed it right back down. It came in there, they pushed it right back down. It came in there again, they pushed it right back down. So what if I continued with this red box into the future, and now that this candle this morning, 5 a.m., closed above it. Now, similar thing, make that zone now green, stretch this now into the future. Okay, so if it does pull back on the hourly, come back down, good buying opportunity could be here, guys, at 29.92, and then we continue maybe driving up with gold. If we can't hold this, then it might have an opportunity to start to break down, but it's still bullish. It could break down to this yellow line, higher low there. It could break down to the purple line and still hold all of this support here. You see all of those wicks. Look at all the wicks. Look at all the wicks. There's even bodies there. So maybe that going forward could be another area of demand. So this is hourly. So this could be like a zone 1. This could be a zone 2. I can now look for the smaller time frames because I'm going to get into the 5 minutes. What about this little gap here? Okay, now you guys want to see like what I look at. See this body of this candle. If I was just looking at 50% of that, I would look right there. But you see how there's a wick right above that pullback that didn't come into 50%, and then this didn't come right into 50%. See that? If you match those wicks right there, okay, watch what I'm doing, pay attention. Do you guys see how I just created a box from this wick right here from 5 a.m. this morning, the high, and then this wick right now, the pullback right now, 7 a.m. low. Just connect the dots, and you see how it's, again, there's my yellow line. There's a little bit above and a little bit below. Stretch that into the future, okay? So this green box still, like inside here, hasn't been penetrated yet. So there's still probably some pending orders. So if it does come back down, maybe it comes down into here or here, and the buyers bring it right back up, okay? But if the sellers push it below here and close it below here, this block, I'm going to turn it red, and if it comes back up, maybe retest this, maybe it will start to drop. And then maybe take out this hourly low right here at that 2994 right here. So this is where I place like a white lines now to give me some hourly points of interest if it comes down. Okay, so still looking good. We do have one top, okay, up here. That was the all-time high top. So if we're looking from a perspective of when it came in there, it came in and got rejected. So we do have, let's say, a top up here. We pulled back all the way down here. I'm not going to consider this to be like a leg. I want you guys to see this bigger one. So coming through here, you see how now kind of found the bottom. This entire is a bottom. We're coming all the way back up. So you can see we're coming right back into that red all-time high supply here. So what could happen? Yes, we could continue to fill that wick through there and continue to drive for a new all-time high, or it comes in here and they reject it back down. Then it might be a lower high and then like start of a double top, and then maybe first if it pulls back here, then this is where it might come back up. If it's right there, then like it's within a double top in itself and breaking this thing down, then we could start to see the correction to come down. If we start holding and building in here, then maybe we'll have enough volume to start to break out and a new squeeze, new all-time high. So that's what we got to watch for early this week. And we got to keep in mind Wednesday is FOMC. So let's see what they do going into FOMC. So right now on the hourly, still relatively bullish, but we do have maybe this zone to watch. So if I don't know anything in this red box, what I do is I select half of it and I place a white line on the hourly just to give me to watch in case it comes through here into halfway, about approximately 50%, 3003. Maybe that's where the sellers are waiting to push it down at a lower high and protect this all-time high wick, or buyers could just start breaking it right through here. Okay, so very strong on the hourly. See how it's building. Still have this area of support. Now I go on the 5 minutes. It's almost 8 a.m. So there was like a double bottom in here. You can see the first bottom was 1 a.m. Eastern. Second bottom in here was like 4 a.m. Eastern. Continued to push. There's your resistance it broke out of and continued to push. Came, pulled back right in there, holding, continue new highs. And now we're kind of just trading through here. And then on our 5 minutes, we also have some structure. So you see how it came all the way down there and came all the way back up. Big rejection off there. See where the volume is still concentrated, like right around here. I'll draw a red line. I'll make it a little thicker. There we go. Okay, so you see how it's support, support, still holding a body and a body. So we're still relatively holding good support on the 5 minutes. We're getting a rejection now, a rejection and a rejection. I can start to maybe see where the volume now is concentrated. See, there's a body there, a body there, a body there, and I just have a wick, a wick, a wick, no volume closing above. So now they gapped it down after that big rejection candle came down, closed like a bearish pin bar, and then you see how they gapped it down and it's an ignited selling candle right away. So they haven't even filled in the gap. I'm surprised. Normally when they gap it down like this, it might come back up, fill that void, fill that little gap in there, and then shoot down. So this one automatically came down. It was bearish ignited, came all the way down to this red line area. The buyers are bringing it right back up. So let's see if this candle will flip, maybe fill that gap, come back down. It still hasn't even filled that gap. It's continuing to push down. Let's let this one close and continue to consolidate here. And then if you want to avoid all of this volume altogether, you can, because we're getting close to 8 a.m. and COMEX is not too far around the corner. Okay, so what are you guys' thoughts right now? Short term, 5 minutes. Are you guys bullish, bearish? What do you guys think? There's a poll on YouTube. Where do you guys see gold going next? Bullish 3015 or bearish to 2975? That's more of a bigger outlook, but that's a great poll too. 3015 for the bulls or 2975 for the bears? So to get to that 2975, you got to break this green block right here. This just below 3000, this 2997 block. Okay, so we'll watch gold for a little bit. And then we can look at NASDAQ as well. So this is a big FOMC this week. You know, we continue saying that like every week is a big FOMC week, but this is a big one because they want to bring the interest rates down, but I don't know if the Fed wants to do that. So curious to see what happens. Big bearish candle. Okay, so it didn't even fill that little void and continuing to push down. It's filling this wick now. Now it's cutting through our green box. So normally this is a time to maybe it's triggering a lot of pending orders right now. It's triggering all those pending buys. If you learn and you practice, guys, you can buy these candles like as they're coming down and you got pending order, you're activated, you're in it, or you can execute while it's coming down. That's up to you. But I would suggest practicing that style if you haven't done it yet, because it's not easy to buy this type of candle. I know it's really, really bearish, but when it's coming into a zone, that might give you the confidence to buy it. But when in doubt, if you want, wait it out. Wait for it to close. Let's see where it closes in the next 1 minute. Will it continue below here, and then we just make this a red box, and then didn't hold up? Will it come all the way back up, close in it? Will it close above it? Like now you see how it got a nice wick and coming back up. So if you don't feel comfortable buying or selling this candle, you don't have to. Just wait for it to close. You might get some more technical information from it. Yes, you might miss out on a trade from time to time, but you got to make a plan. You got to decide when it's happening. If you're going to trade these type of candles, make your plan ahead of time and set a certain amount of risk, because sometimes you're wrong when you do it. It comes in, triggers you, goes up, we get excited, and it hasn't closed, and it comes back down, then it goes up again, we get excited again, and then they bring it down, it closes below, then it comes back up, it tests this zone, and it's continuing, and then you're in drawdown. So, you just gotta know how to tango. It takes two to tango. So if you're going to do that type of style of trading, do you want to hit it right away with a big sizing, or do you want to go in slowly, see what happened? Now it's closed. So what it's told me is it came down there. It was very bearish, but you see how the buyers brought it right back up and closed it right in our green zone still, and it's still respecting the yellow daily point of interest. And now we opened with a nice bullish ignited candle showing good strength in the green zone. And if you did get triggered, you got triggered, you were in a little bit of drawdown, but then you waited and then it closed, and then now you're in the money again. Okay. But for some that are still waiting, now what I look at is how strong are these buyers? How much can they come up on this big bearish candle? Can they come up to 50%? Can they come back, close it above this red line? Are the sellers going to come in and just make this a lower high and continue trying to push it down? All of these things. And we're 5 minutes away from a new hourly candle. So this is all shaping up going into the new hour. Okay. And again, if you're not in the trade like myself right now, on the sidelines. So you're still observing, watching what's happening. I still can visually see where's 50% of this candle. It's right around there. We're still below it. Okay, you see how it didn't? Still below it, 50%. So it's still technically considered to be bearish. Just go there and then just continue to watch this thing. Maybe if they push it back down, close below here, maybe it's going to start off 8 a.m. It's going to be a bearish move and continue to come down through here. If it can build here for a little bit, maybe 8 a.m. we got some buys coming out of here and still a bullish move coming back up. Okay, so this is the neckline now. This is where we got our highs. That's where it's been rejected. We came down. We're finding a little bit of support. Now, are the buyers bringing it back up? Seller's going to bring it back down. Is there going to be just some consolidation right around here until we figure our next move? But I'm going to wait till 8 a.m. to decide anything. Since it's only 2 minutes away, might as well wait it out. Guys, everyone is pretty quiet today. Is it the Monday morning blues? What is it? You guys are partying too much this weekend? You guys are tired from partying? Exhausted from work, Sergio? I understand. I understand. We're at work too right now. It's those Monday mornings at work, you know. You got to get up and you got to go to work. Okay, so he's got a nice bullish ignited candle. So are you guys getting better at identifying the candles when they open? Are you guys watching these things more, taking note of the way how they open and things like that? If you are, that's fantastic. Then you're really honing in on your price action skills. You're watching how the candles open. You're watching where they close. Things like that. Any little clue you can grab from a candle is useful. Usar, just break your fast iftar. Good. Ramadan Mubarak. What if there's no bottom wick on the close, Sergio? Then it's, yeah, if there's no bottom wick, if it closes up there, then what it told me on this candle when it opened very strong right at the start, okay? And there was no sign of any selling pressure. It was all buyers for that entire 5 minutes, and they were very strong. And then we just determined how strong the volume was. Where did it close? You see how it was all the way up there, and then now they just spiked it right back down. So now it's an inverted hammer candle. See that now? See how we lost our open? Now you see how they flipped the candle to a shooting star? Now it's not suggesting a very strong open. They broke that opening. They came down a little lower, but the buyers now are coming right back in. So now there's a wick on it. So it's just suggesting now it's got a low on it. It didn't, like this candle where it opened very strong, ignited, and then as it came down, it still retained that body of volume and continued to push. So it's big for psychology. It's big for psychology of the volume. It tells a lot. Okay, so here's the close, and we're going into 8 a.m. So wasn't as bullish as we thought. There's still a lot of selling pressure. Continue to push it down. This now, again, notice how the candle opened. It opened ignited, strong with buyers, and then they're buying right now. But look at the size of the wick. Okay, so number one, if they're buying against a lot of this exhaustion, and you still got this big, heavy selling pressure behind. And we have not closed above 50% yet. So we're still working this area of support, this green box. We'll see how much it can continue to hold. We're still holding this daily point of interest, this yellow line, 29.97. But if we start to lose this structure could start to physically break down, and sellers could sell it, continue back down into here. They've already pierced through here, creating that low, but kind of came back up. So again, you know, you can, I'm still waiting it out myself. Now it's 8 a.m. Um, it's consolidating down in here. So we know that next leg up could come up. That's a for sure. Or next leg down maybe wants to come down in here. Um, okay, so those are like the possible paths, or we could continue just to consolidate around here. And we're approximately 20 minutes away from Comex. And 8:30, there's some retail sales news. Red folders, 2 U.S. red folders. Thanks everyone for joining on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. We decided to do the boot camp for Intro to Crypto and Bitcoin next week. I wasn't feeling the greatest last week. Had pneumonia. I was battling. I didn't want it to affect the boot camp in case I do get sick again this week. But I didn't really want to miss also the FOMC, live FOMC, because we had it scheduled from 11 to 3, Monday to Friday. So we would have missed FOMC. Next week we'll do the boot camp. And we'll give you guys another week if you haven't signed up to sign up. Okay, so we got still bearish candle, 2.5 minutes to go. Will it close with that bearish volume below here? Will we flip this green box to red? Will it continue to be some resistance and we continue pushing down? Will they bring it back up? All of these things. So there's nothing wrong with just sitting back, watching candles open and close, figuring out what's going on. Okay, you don't got to trade every single candle. I'm just checking the spreads right now. I have 0.7, so less than 1 pip spread for gold right now, which is not bad, but it is fluctuating. Now it just went to 1.2, back down. Okay, so but under 1 pip, around 1 pip is a pretty good spread for gold if you ask me. If your broker gives you 1 pip or less, it's a pretty good spread. I'm not going to complain about that. And SST is what was saying, remember, look for buys above 29.98, 3,000. So buys would be above the green box above here. There's about 29.98 up there. So we're below it now. Chuck's, waiting is the hardest part of trading. It's okay. Everyone will learn. You're going to learn. Everyone will learn. I know that just trading on any candle, it doesn't get you the best results. And when you start losing money, everybody will learn. I think everybody learns their lesson when they start losing real hard money. When you're losing money that you got to go to work every day, and then you come home and you put in the markets and you lose it, and then you got to go back to work the next day to make that money back, you'll learn the lesson real fast. Okay, so we did close below. So what I'm doing with that green box now is just making it red. Okay, so that candle showed me that it's still bearish. We retested it. It could maybe continue to drive down, test maybe where these bodies are, test that hourly support down in here. It could definitely start to come back up. Okay, so let me just put this right there, right there. So that's the first candle body that did close below this red zone. It did come up and then they're pushing down. So now it is, boom, it took out the low. Okay, so will it come down to this hourly white line? Mark, you have OCD, so you're compelled to trade every candle. Me too, me too. But again, just with more practice, more practice, more practice, you'll learn to just watch them, how they open and close. You'll be more selective. It just comes with just experience, just watching these things. Okay, so it did come down, did make a low, still above this. Remember, look at that. I failed to even look at this. When it hit this white hourly line, 555 and 630 equal bottom lows. And then that's what started this nice long leg up. So if it's going to come down here, is it going to be a triple bottom low? Is it going to be a higher low? That's I want to watch. Or are they actually going to break that low? And maybe this could be considered to be more bearish. Here it is coming down. So it's testing that white line right now. Okay, is it getting a wick exactly for a third time? No. See how that just that push down, how they continue to push it down? There's your new lower low, and there's your bearish move. Now it's coming into the green box, our deeper green box. Remember, this one was just a minor one. This is the bigger one down in here. How far into this green box will it trade? Will it trade right above it? Will the buyers bring it right back up? This candle body is closing in 2.5 minutes, so it's still very bearish, guys. If I'm looking to take a sell, I can wait for a pullback to come back up here and then sell that leg down. We can also watch how this is all developing right until we get to the major exchange open. Okay, so big bearish candles, guys. If to those that said bearish, you guys are absolutely correct on that. Good job if you guys selected bearish. Okay, so now we came right into the bigger green zone. Okay, so this one I'm showing more emphasis on the buyers. Okay, so they're there. They just got hit their pending orders right at around 50% of the green box. That's why I placed that white line there. So even if you had a pending order, you're in the trade now. Just when it comes down, triggers you and goes up, you're in profit. Sometimes it's a 10 pip bounce, depending on the volatility. Sometimes it's 15, 20 pips. A lot of traders that identify bigger zones, they just wait with pending orders. They get executed, boom, puts them up 10, 15, 20 pips. Sometimes before the candle even closes, they've already pipped and dipped, and then they look for maybe confirmation after it closes, or they're still holding the trade. But there's various ways how to trade. Whatever you want to do. If you don't use pending orders, then you're like me. You're right now. You're watching how it may possibly close in the next 30 seconds. Okay, so 10 seconds going to close. If this volume closes below this white line, that was that hourly support, it might turn to resistance. If this candle can close below, we might okay, so it did close below. We don't so if it does come back up with buyers, let's see if they can break it above this thing. If not, look at 50% of it, a little bit above, a little bit below, right? So is this going to still be resistance and then they're going to continue to push it down? Are the buyers going to be strong in here and close it above here, and maybe we'll make our next way up? Or is this just going to continue bleeding out? And sometimes I'm waiting to sell a pullback. I haven't got it yet. It's just been continuing to drop with short, little, and continue drop. So if I'm waiting to sell, like here or up here, I'm still waiting. I'm waiting for the buyers to bring it up here or here, then sell it back down. So sometimes even if you want to sell now, do you want to sell the low at an area of demand? Not really. This is because the buyers could be stepping in here. You want to sell maybe here or here. You want to sell at a premium. You don't want to sell the low. You want to sell at the higher levels. Sell high, and then you buy your position back at an area of demand, and you profit on the difference. Same with when we're buying. We want to buy low and then sell it at the highs and close your position. Did anyone pay attention to the 30-year and the 10-year bond auctions last week? Some of you guys don't. Maybe some of you guys haven't been introduced to the 30-year, 10-year bond auctions. But it's very important for the overall macro of the entire trading space. 30-year bonds are traditionally your big institutions, your big players, your big investors that want to park some money and leave it for 30 years, leave it for 20 years. They're not worried about day-to-day fluctuations. They just want to leave it there, get 5%, 4.5% interest on their money, and just continue going on with life. So that's the 30-year, and they've started to go down as of late from that 30-year bond auction. We had also the 10-year. Okay, so you start off with your 30 years, your highest frame, just like when we're doing a top-down analysis. Start from your 30-year. It's going down. Go to your 10-year bond auction. 10 years is more for mortgage rates. Some of you guys have mortgages. You're renewing every 5 years. They look at the 10-year. The 10-year maybe will get you your fixed. Sorry, guys. I'll explain that in a moment. Let's just see this. This is still a heavy selling pressure, guys. And we're about 7-8 minutes away from the COMEX market open. So let's see this. We might get an opportunity to buy a good supporting area at the open of COMEX. If they're going to keep pushing it down. Let's see. It broke, new low. Let's see, are the buyers going to bring it up, close it back above here, and we like a trampoline? We maybe make a V recovery, or is it just going to continue lower lows, lower highs, and continue pushing down? But I'll go back to the 10-year in just a moment and continue talking about those interest rates. So you see how we really haven't identified a bottom yet? They're single bar candles continuing to make lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. It's, we got to see some consolidation. We got to see some bar coding, like a black candle, blue candle, black candle, blue candle, something building that could maybe justify a push up. With these single bars that are pushing down, we are now trending down on this move. Okay, it's every successive move is a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So and it's followed with heavy volume, heavy selling pressure. Okay, so still really bearish, guys. Wow. Okay. And our RSI now, okay, so getting a signal now that RSI is oversold now. It's down to 25. But again, it doesn't give me the right just to start buying, because look at what I'm buying against. I'm buying now, this big green box is red. I'm still buying below 50% of that bearish volume right there. Okay, so if I'm buying, I got to know that it could still keep going down and I could be put in drawdown. Maybe I got to wait for something to develop. I got to see one blue candle print. All of these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bearish candles with bearish volume. So it doesn't just start buying. RSI is very deceiving. It could continue dropping as it is now. So it just retested and continued to break the low and drop. Now I've got a yellow line here, 29.88. This is a daily point of interest. Okay, so this holds more weight than a 5 minute, a 1 hour. This is a daily point of interest here. So this is where, and then I look relative here, this is where there was a little bit of resistance, then it turned to a body of support right there. So if it comes down in here, that's where maybe if you're looking to buy, that might be where you can initiate a position. But if this keeps coming through and closing below here, then we don't buy. It just, you flip this zone and it's still red. This could continue dropping, bleeding out. We're now 3.5 minutes away from COMEX market open. So what is they've been dropping? They've been selling into COMEX. Will COMEX kind of reverse the move back up, or is it just going to continue pushing down with little bounce buys? Okay, so wow, a lot of selling pressure. Unbelievable. Okay, 3 more minutes to go, guys. What do you guys think now? No, DXY is not even moving. You're right, Joel. DXY is just sitting, consolidating right around 103.50. So gold is selling rather with large volume. Okay, and let's just look at the size of this candle, okay, for reference. For this is a big candle, okay, so these are about now 40 pips, I would say. So if we're trading with a tight stop loss of like 10, 15, 20, you could be stopped out, guys. So put that in your head right now before you take a trade, that you might have to open up a little bit more of a stop loss. So you should be maybe decreasing the size. Wow. Okay. So they're really, really, really cutting right through. Really cutting through. Okay. So let's see. Is it going to be like a big spike with 90 seconds to go? And the COMEX exchange will be opening up. Your commodities exchange. So we're going to see some volatility. We're going to see some volume. And don't forget at 8:30, ladies and gentlemen, right here, not on Wednesday, that's FOMC this week. Right over here, we got our core retail sales and our retail sales. Core retail excluding automobiles, retail sales including everything. And it's previous month, okay? So what is today's date? March 17, everything from February 17 to March 17. Okay, so we got a good push. Let's just identify that low, just so we know. 2,986 was that lowest point. Okay, so it came down. Buyers are bringing it right back up. Still have a relatively large body of volume. 30 seconds to go. So just with anything, I'm always watching the last 30 seconds, but I know that this is a critical 30 seconds close because we're going into COMEX. So see how the buyers are pushing it up right now? Could it close here and an open blue ignited and continue to push up? But when you're pushing up, you're coming into a red zone, okay? So just remember that. Are you going to do a quick pip and dip? Are you going to hold trades? Then you got to maybe put your stop loss maybe below this last low, or just maybe we wait to see. Maybe our first, just COMEX, just here's the open, okay? So it just opened. It's bearish. Okay. Do I know where 50% of that last volume is on the candle? Yeah, I do. It's right around there. So we're trading right here. Will it come a little lower? Bearish ignited candle coming through. Will it fill the wick and push for a new low, or will it create a higher low? Okay, so it's still very bearish. Still very bearish. Careful buying this thing. Don't just try and buy now because RSI. See how RSI is deep in the red at 20? Normally, you would be buying here, but just don't fall into the trap yet. We don't even see one. Excuse me. Just got to grab a drink here. I'm choking. I don't see one blue candle even print. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 bearish candles in a row with heavy volume. Joel, they dump before COMEX pump? No, not always, not necessarily. Nope. Maybe they want to continue selling. There might be just a little pullback, and they continue just dropping it through here. But I want to see, will it be equal lows? Will it be a higher low forming? Will they go for a new lower low? And then we're not too far from the low of the day. Okay, so still really bearish, guys. Okay, now we just tapped into the previous low. This is where I look. Is it a tweezer bottom low? I look for that clue. Okay, so right now, currently, as I'm speaking, it is a equal low. Just tap that red line and came back up. Will it go all the way back up? Will it close back blue above there? Or are they going to break it right now and come for a new lower low? Okay, so they did break it. So that is telling me that the downtrend still has momentum to continue pushing down. Where now could it come down to? Where's like the next block? See that, like right there. If I'm investigating this blue candle at 4:20 in AM Eastern, I look at those wicks right above and that wick. There's a still unpending volume right there, right there. Maybe if it comes all the way in there, that might be good opportunity to look for buys right above the low of the day. If they want to protect it, see that body of volume right there? Still untapped in there, still untapped. Okay, so now it's coming through. So again, if you bought against a big bearish candle. Now we have 90 seconds to go. Now it might trade right into that block. Okay, there was a low there, and a low there. I can see by those three wicks around 4:30 a.m. Eastern. Now it just tapped in there. Okay, it didn't come in the green box, just right above it. Buyers spiking it right back up. Will it close above the previous low? Will this bearish volume continue coming in? Will it come for that low and trade in the green box? Will it break it? This is very bearish still, guys, okay? And I know that the RSI is now even deeper down to 19, okay? But it's false. It's misleading. Okay, that's a good push now. How will the candle close in the next 45 seconds? Will it close all the way above this zone? Okay, remember, sorry, this is red. At 9 a.m., we'll move over to NASDAQ, and we'll do NASDAQ and get ready for Wall Street. But maybe we'll see something developing here with gold, maybe a possible reversal. Okay, so came down. It didn't trade into that green box. Still good protection. Good push up. Okay, so maybe we collected all that liquidity down there. This body might close above, and then maybe we can look for buys maybe off of this. Okay, so here's the close. I'm just going to make this green, because I assume that the candle is closing right above. Okay, it did. Okay, it's a bullish ignited candle. Okay, am I late to the buy right now? Maybe I wait for a little bit. Yeah, that pullback. And then if it keeps driving, that's what I'm looking for. That pullback, that push. Okay, I'm going to go in a buy. I'm buying. This is my first buy. And I'm going to go in maybe a second opportunity if I get like a second bottom. Okay, so I'm in a buy right now on gold. I see that they gathered quite a bit of liquidity. It came up, it closed above the green box, and it was a bullish ignited candle on open. It spiked up as soon as it came down, and then that next push up, that's where I bought in. But this is buy one. So this is the first bottom that maybe is forming right now, like this, and then go back up. If it comes back down, maybe I might get I might add a second position for like a double bottom. But who knows? Maybe we get volume with this candle and can grab a few pips here. Okay, up to the next red box, 25 pips, right up there, 25. Up to the white line is 30 pips with zero drawdown. So, yep, I'm going to a break even right now, just on this candle. It's up 25 pips. I'm at a break even now, guys. Okay, I want to just play it safe with this candle because I know it could potentially come right back down. Okay, so I'm at break even. Let's see, it's continuing to push. We still got a lot of volume. It's 25 pips. White line is 30. 3.5 minutes to go. A lot of time on this thing. You can trail it right now. You can take some off the table if you like. Okay, that's approximately almost 30 pips right there. 30, guys. There we go. If it comes to the top of the red box, 40 pip move, guys. You better believe I'll scale up there. Okay, I am going to scale. I'm going to grab 80% now. Verbally. 80% I'm taking out. There we go. 40 pips. 80% is out. The rest remaining with a break even. Okay? Just patiently waited for that. That's it. Patiently waited and you can hit a daily goal just like that. Okay, everybody. You guys are real quiet tonight. I need energy, guys. Do you guys understand what I did there? Okay, I don't want, because I want to continue moving forward. I secured 80% at 40 pips. I got a break even rest with 20% running. Okay, is that clear, everyone? Zoom, you guys got it? Perfect. So we got to continue following the volume. You know, I got to continue analyzing. But secure first trade of the day. It's a Monday. Help with your confidence. Help with the week. Perfect. Now, and I did all of that before this candle closed. Why? Because it could come tumbling right back down. Look at how much selling pressure there is. So that's the first candle that exploded out of there. And why did I take that buy, guys? It was very simple. It came down to that nice zone, nice rejection close. Look at where it closed, right above that yellow line. Next candle was a bullish ignited candle. I could have got in a little earlier, the woulda, shoulda, coulda. It went up. I waited for that first pullback, then I entered on the next push. And holy shit, okay? So runners can run. This is 55 pips up there. Now you can buy groceries. Still not enough for groceries. Not enough. Grocery prices are high right now. It's enough to get me gas to go to the grocery store right now. I live in Canada. We're part of this tariff war that's going on. We're being now targeted by China and America. What do we do to deserve any of this? We're the peaceful nation. We're your friendly neighbors. And guys, just to let you know, on profit on that candle, I will be charging you 25% tariffs on your profit that I get to go grocery shopping later today. So everyone on YouTube and Zoom, I will be implementing 25% tariff on your profits. Thank you, guys. That will be coming to me to go buy groceries. It's just how it is, guys. It's part of the tariffs, especially if you're American. If you're American, I'm gonna take 50% of your profits if you guys are American. I'm joking. I wouldn't do that. But that's what our politicians are doing. That's what Trump is doing. That's what our Canadian clowns are doing over here. That's what's going on, guys. It's unnecessary. You're exempted in the EU. Europeans, you're exempt. Okay, enough with the games, guys. Now let's watch what's happening. So it came up, guys. That white line was an important white line. That's what created those two tweezer bottom lows right over there and had that. So it was a nice hourly support with that volume below. It's hourly resistance. So we did come up here, all the way up there, guys. 55 pips to that hourly. Should have done something up there. I did a little earlier right there, but look how it's coming tumbling down. Okay, so things like this happen, guys. That's why I secure money. I go to work every morning. I come to work in the markets. I'm here. This is a job. I'm not here to have fun. Well, we are here to have fun, but you got to do what you got to do in these markets, okay? Got to treat this like a job. We clock in, we clock out, we get a paycheck, and we go to the grocery store. Now, whether you're in, out of a trade, watching a trade, we got to continue watching what's going on. So you see the big blue volume. Had I, I'm talking too much about tariffs, but if I looked around where 50% of that blue volume is, it's right around there. So it did pull back into it. The buyers are continuing pushing it up. Let's see if we can close now with some blue volume above here, because I've got a wick, a wick, a wick, and no blue volume. So sellers could step in now and continue pushing it back down. Now we got, this is news, okay? So at 8:30 right now, we got news. Okay, right here, retail sales. So our retail sales core, remember this one excluding automobiles, flat 0.3. This one, retail sales month over month, went down, okay? Not a surprise with everything going on. So let's see now how gold takes this. US dollar kind of opened up right now, but this is where volatility will come in, guys. My runner is still in the money. Okay, I can watch my runner. Still significant. 20% is still significant. Put a W in the chat, guys, if you are in the money. Put a W in the chat if you did something, even if you went to break even. That's reducing your risk. That's a W. If you secured something, that's a W in my book. If you're still, you see some positivity in your trade, that's a W. If you're not in a trade, let's wait. Let's wait it out now. Good job, guys. Dennis, my man. And put a W in the chat if you want Ron to tariff your profits, 25%. I'll start at 25. I'm a nice guy. But if I have to, I'll go up to 50. Dave is going to tariff you 100% on your profits this week. So you're lucky you guys got me. You don't want that Dave to come on here. Okay, so big bearish candle coming back down, testing that 50%. It could come all the way back down to the green box. Okay, so now we see where our resistance is. Okay, so you see how now structure is being built in that big red box. It might come all the way back down to the green, and then we see if the buyers will step in. If it's going to consolidate, we let it consolidate. We see if it will continue to break out bullish. We'll watch that. If it's going to start to go down and continue selling, we'll watch that. NASDAQ pumping. No, Drip, we'll get to NASDAQ in just a little bit. Just a little bit, we'll get to NASDAQ. But if you guys are trading NASDAQ, let's see, it's right here. Yeah, NASDAQ is moving. Wow, okay. It's a pretty big candle on NASDAQ, guys. That's your news candle. Look at the setup on NASDAQ. Look at those equal bottom low wicks. Right there, equal bottom lows, and it's pushing, took out the high. That's a really nice NASDAQ candle. But we'll do a full analysis on NASDAQ. Wissam, this game is a game of patience. Yes, sir, you understand it. Everybody, this is a game of patience. That's what trading is. We complicate it. We make it so much more than it is, because we lack patience. That's why I lost all my money when I started trading. I didn't have patience. I didn't know what patience was. I was a young kid and I wanted to get rich quick. Big lot sizing, wasn't waiting for anything to come to any zone, was just trading individual candlesticks. Like I would have bought, as soon as I saw this coming all the way down right there, I would have bought that and leveraged too much. And then when that happened, I'm shitting my pants and I'm down and I've blown up everything and then try and recover from that, and then revenge trading and just hedge trading after, then you're in a buy, then you're in a sell, and you're lost, like admit it. All of us have been through that. Some of us are going through that right now. But it's the learning process. Everyone will learn. If you the thing is, if you keep losing and you keep losing and you keep losing and you keep losing and you're not learning and you're not reviewing your journal and you're not going back and you're looking at your setups, then it's given that what's going to happen. Okay, but I know a lot of you guys are still struggling, but you're putting in the work, you're putting in the effort, you're going back and you still aren't figuring it out. Then we got to ask the questions. We got to dig deep down inside. Why are you still struggling as a trader? Okay, so right now it's, just consolidating. There's a pullback still here. We'll see if it comes up. Losing money will teach you patience. For some people it does, for some people it doesn't. Losing money makes them more impatient, actually. That's a fact. So we would think if you're losing money, you would learn patience. That's logical. It's common sense like that, but more people that are losing money continue with their impulsive trading or their reckless trading. Okay, so we still are holding around 50% of that big bullish volume. Now we're kind of barcoding here. Blue, black, maybe blue. Are we going to come back in? Can we close above here and continue this momentum? Or selling pressure going to push it back down where maybe we can look for like a second bottom down in here. Okay. Do you guys want me to recap the trade that I took, or you guys understood why I went in? It's pretty visually clear why I went in, but I got a few clues, especially from this candle. This 820 Colmex candle gave me a big clue. Colmex, they drained it as low as they could go, and see that nice green box that I identified right there? That was the big box that held, and they held at the low of the day, and then they brought it right back up, and look at where it closed. It closed above this previous green box, closed above that yellow daily point of interest, and the next candle bar was a bullish ignited candle. And there's the low wick and the pop. As soon as it popped, it went so fast I couldn't get in on the buy. Then it pulled back, and then that next flood of volume is when I went in, and that's it. And then I placed my stop loss. I exited up there for 40 pips with 80%. And then I got still the 20% is running right now. It's 40% to 40 pips. Let's see if it can continue to maybe close above here. If we can close the next 60 seconds with volume above here, we could then make this red zone green, build off of it, and we continue moving bullish. We could maybe potentially add another buy order. We just continue let our runner run. Okay, so let's watch now the close. And then to fill back these wicks and then back up there is approximately 55 points up, pips, points, whatever you want to call them. Pancakes. Here's the close, 10 seconds. Can we get that volume closing above that red box up there? There's the close. Okay, so it closed right at the red box. We're black. I just saw it flash black. Will it come down? Okay, so it's black, ignited. Will come down. Will it pick up a big wick right away and then flip? But look how much wicks there is here. 1, 2, 3, 4 wicks to clear to continue driving. Okay, so we got a blue candle, beautiful. Okay, can we continue to hold this white line? The white line is hourly support. Maybe I still don't see like a blue candle officially kind of close with good volume above there for me to change this red zone yet. So I still got to wait. Maybe this candle will be the one that will officially close above here. to Bobo, you never know when I'm on. Hit the notification bell on YouTube. I don't know what else I can do. If you hit the notification bell, YouTube should be notifying you anytime we go on. Otherwise, look at our schedule, guys, on our website. I don't want to flip to it because, guys, this is, come on, basic stuff. Just visit our website, go to the sessions. You'll see today was a New York live. And the times are there. Okay, we got that bullish move. Let's see if this will be our first bar that will close above here. And then we can change this big red box to green. And then any pullbacks in here, we're creating maybe a deeper demand, deeper depth of market for this move. Sam, what are we saying here? Will there be any changes in coming future for live trading? So we scalp like more trades usually. We're scalping the markets. It's not just to scalp every candle, Sam. You got to learn patience. Again, I was reading earlier what you said. You were struggling for 6 months. I can't make that up on one call. The last 6 months of you struggling. If you're not following the trades, why you're not profitable, I have no idea. Like there's there's so many variables there. What are you doing with the trade signals? Are you trading too big? Are you watching? Are you trading impulse? Are you watching them how they close? Like there's a lot of variables. And for us to just come on lives and just start forcing trades now, just to be, I don't do that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to force trades just because I'm live in front of an audience. Again, we're trying to talk the entire call about patience, learning patience. That's how you're going to be a good trader. That's why probably you're struggling the last 6 months, is you're impatient. I can tell how you're impatient right now. It's you got to learn it. If I can't teach it, someone's got to teach it to you, or you got to learn it yourself. Like I come live either this time, 10:30 a.m., sometimes noon, sometimes 1 p.m. Whatever the market gives us, we're here to trade. But I'm not just going to come in just because we're live and just start buying and selling candles just to I don't want to do that. I'm sorry. Not for me. Maybe there's other YouTubers, other communities that do that. God bless. Like here, it's blue, black, blue, black. What should we be doing here? It's a coin flip. Are we going to flip a coin here and just hope for the best? Or are we going to wait for confirmations? I'm waiting. Sorry, I'm not trying to be an asshole to anybody here, but like, what do you want from Dave and I? What do you want us to do? Lee, you're absolutely correct. Like I hope that a lot of people understand this. One good trade a day is all you need. Two, if you wait for your A plus setups, to me, this was an A plus setup. To grab 40, 50 pips with zero drawdown, that's an A plus setup. You wait for all of this bleeding to happen. Let it bleed out. Let it bleed out if you want. Okay? If you're not looking to sell and you're looking to buy, let it bleed out. It bled out perfect right into Comex. It came right into that block. They came with a big sweep, closed it right above there, and that's it. That's, to me, that's a great setup. That's it. One or two of those a day. Now to trade all this, we're going to get caught up in this. If we take a buy here, they might sell it back down. We're in drawdown. If we sell, they might go back up. We're in drawdown. So it's just, to me, it's sideways right now. It's not enough to go right back in now. I have my runner. Like the runner is trying its best to continue to go. I have 20% of my initial trade. It's 20% is a lot. I've got running. I don't need to continue to compound adding trades in here. I'm watching, like the buyers are bringing it up. Will they close it above here? Will they build this? and then maybe we continue breaking out of here. Absolutely. We're going to get to NASDAQ in 5-10 more minutes. We got to get ready for Wall Street. Compound trading is very powerful. Okay, that's a good question. I'm going to ask everyone here. What do you guys do with your profits? Are you like, do you guys cash out? Do you guys, or are you guys with the mindset just compound the accounts? Okay, I'll tell you, when I first started trading, I didn't cash out anything. I'll be straight up and honest with you guys. I wanted to compound as much as I could because I didn't start with hundreds of thousands of dollars and big accounts. I started with $5,000 at times. And if it got up to 5,500, I didn't just take out $500 and I was building 5,500 because I was new. It's a game of percentages. Get that account to 6,000. Once I get to 6,000, my goal was 10,000. Keep grinding, keep compounding until you get 10K. And then when you're at 10K, that half percent, that 1% starts. Now you're making $100 a day, things like that, $100 with that 1%. And then my goal was I want to compound this I want to double it 20,000. It takes time, it takes months and months. I started taking out money after years. I started to reward myself. That's why when you're trading, guys, if you can have multiple streams of revenue or income coming in that doesn't affect your trading so that you can compound your account, that's the way to do it. I would hope you guys understand what I mean by that. So if you guys have a day job, let your day job be the one that pays your bills. Let your day job be the one that buys your groceries, just like anything. Let it pay your mortgage. Your day job takes care of that. Your trading account is for you to compound, to grow it, to grow it, to grow it, so that these 50 pip moves, at some point, if you can do it with a standard size, that's 500 US dollars on that trade. And that's it. And keep trying to do that. That could be $2,500 a week, $10,000 a month. You do that for a year, you could now have 100,000 plus to work with. Continue compounding that account. Don't be taking out yet unless you need it. That's what I would be doing. This game is all about compounding capital. Whoever has more capital can make more money, can put more trades on the table. What leverage do you use? You can use whatever leverage you want. It all depends. If you have experience, you can use max leverage. That's what leverage is. Leverage is a tool you can use to your advantage if you know what you're doing with it. And leverage can also destroy you if you don't know what you're doing with it. Guys, that's a break even right there on the runner. Okay, so see that? See how it came all the way back down? That's why it's good to scale out a little bit. So now I'm happy that I took out 80% up there, because now my break even, that 20% I left running, it's out of the market. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of this now, guys. That trade is done. Now let's see what's going on. Okay, so we'll stick with gold for 5 more minutes, and then we're going to do a quick analysis on NASDAQ and get ready for. So you see how I left that box red still? There was no blue volume that closed above there. It barcoded blue, black, and boom, they slammed it all the way back down. So now, are we coming back down into that green box right there? They came down. Again, they're pushing it right back up. Are we going to close with this similar fashion above here? Maybe get some buying again and start that second leg. So you can see right now how it's building. Is this going to build the second leg? Yeah, if you use a prop firm, use a prop firm. Do what you guys got to do. Whether you use a prop firm, your own money, your friend's money, your neighbor's money, your cousin's money, it doesn't matter where the money comes from. You're still going to have to be a disciplined trader and go after percentages. Okay, so this zone is still red. Guys, I hate to leave at this time to do NASDAQ, but we'll wait here. Just let's finish this off 5 more minutes, then we'll go to NASDAQ. Adnan, you want me to sing a song today? No, I don't, my singing voice is not the greatest. I'll sing a song when I get better. I'm a good singer too, guys. I, I used to go. I used to do karaoke, guys. Friday night karaoke. I used to ball in with my Filipino friends. We had a Filipino um, rec league, and I was the only white guy there with all the Filipinos. And Friday nights, then we'd go out for chicken wings after, and we would be doing karaoke. I'm being for real. Like, oh yeah, you get me, Nigel. You get me on there. Oh yeah. Maybe for you guys, I'll do it too. Like if I could hang with the Filipino community at karaoke, this man's got some skills. They loved me out there. I had women throwing me their bra at me. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable days. Those are in the past, okay? Those were in the past. Those days are over. I've retired from the karaoke. I'm better at karaoke than I am trading. I'll tell you that. Some things you leave for the imagination. Come to Dubai, they're forced. I would love to. I would love to. Okay, guys, same thing. Volume. Okay, is it going to close below here? Is this thing going to continue coming down? That's our low of the day of gold. Okay, so see what happened there? It was a pullback. It was a nice pullback, which where we got. Hopefully, you guys scaled out 50, 60 pips, because still trending down. Okay, so it bounced out of that deep pocket on the RSI. We came back up, coming down. Will it make a new low as the strength is coming up? Is it suggesting that there's a little bit of bullish divergence forming? A lot of wicks down here, wick, wick, wick. Are we going to continue coming out of here, get blue volume, close above there? If it is, then that could suggest that one more leg is going to go up. Like right here, you got one leg down, came back up, come back down. If we get this, that second leg, continuing to come, maybe we'll get that push. However, this is still bearish. Look at the bearish volume. It's still pushing down. Okay. I can do a NASDAQ chart in 5 minutes. So do you guys want to wait till like 9 a.m. watch this gold? Because it's at an interesting area. It's at a very, very interesting area here. And the US dollar is simultaneously bearish with gold right now. Okay, so don't always think that if the US dollar is going down, gold is going up, or vice versa. It doesn't always work like that. Okay. Just looking at spreads again. And then I was also talking about the 30-year and the 10-year bond auction. We'll save it for just a little bit. Okay, so that's a very bearish candle still. It closed below that wick right there, continuing to push down. Now it's triggered in this green box. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in, just show you. So this green box right here, you see where it was untapped right there, untapped right there. So now it just traded in it, tapped it. Okay, and there's a big response from the buyers. Okay, initial response. Now it came all the way up and traded into about 50% of that bearish candle. Traded right into it. They're pushing it back down. Will it come back up? Will it close above? Will it come all the way, maybe engulf? again above that yellow line, and then we continue to push up, or selling pressure going to continue to push this thing down. Do I want to take the first trade right out of this box and just go in? You can, or I'm going to continue to wait it out, guys. NASDAQ is setting up for a sell. I will get to it in just a moment, guys. Guys, we have 150 viewers and there's only 78 likes on YouTube. That's after that trade right there. If you were part of that, let's get the likes up to 100. Do appreciate it. So that we can do NASDAQ and get ready for Wall Street. Rob Mack, yeah, Jay Wayne, he's got those tracks. Pips pay my bills. Yep. Money makes makes the money drip. Yeah, Jay Wayne, guys. Shout out to Jay Wayne. If you guys know him, I know you guys are old school cats. Jay Wayne, he's got some awesome trading tracks. Pips pay my bills. When I first heard him say that, I'm like, okay, pips pay my bills. That makes sense. Now I'm gonna pip and dip and pay my bills. Perfect. Just get that money, pay the bills, pay the debt, continue, get in the markets, get that money. He's a great guy. Yes, he is, Val. One of those humble ones out there, you know. That's I've been watching Jay Wayne. Oh, I can't even tell you. I like I was kind of his first subscriber on his YouTube channel back in the day. Awesome, Jay Wayne. Shout out. Never met the guy, but he's a class act. Love his tracks too. His music is awesome. Pips pay your child support. Oh shit. uh, hey, you got to do what you got to do in the markets. If they got to pay the child support, they got to pay that child support. Okay, so we got a bullish candle printing. Will it close? Will it retest? Can we come out of here? One more minute to go, and it's 9 a.m. So this is a serious hour now, 9 a.m. We're 30 minutes away from Wall Street, okay? Big hourly candle. If you want to look at gold on the hour, so what we had is a big bearish selling candle come all the way down, very close to the low of the day. Will we close with a little bit of a push right again at the hourly, right at that yellow line? So that's why I'm keeping an eye on this yellow line. That's a daily point of interest. That 29.88. So the buyers are pushing up. Again, they're getting pushed down. 20 seconds to go. Then we got 9 a.m. I'll get to NASDAQ. I'll go through NASDAQ for 5 minutes. We'll be prepared for Wall Street. But gold is interesting here too. Okay, so we closed with blue volume. Oh, no, we'll remind us later. Close below. Okay, so it still technically could push down. Where's about 50% of that blue candle? Right there. Okay, so if we do pull back into this, are we going to hold? Is it going to come through here? Will it close above? Again, do we want to just take a candle that's impulsively breaking out? It could be strong impulse breakout. It's 9 a.m., but Or do we want to wait again for confirmation of a 5-minute bar to close to show us that it's blue above there? Otherwise, sometimes when you're just buying prematurely, it could push it right back down. Okay, so there's a lower high, lower high, lower high. Just careful of that. If you're gonna go in, I would suggest this is where you use position sizing. You don't got to go all in with one size. You can go smaller. You can feel out the market. You can test out a trade. That's what I do sometimes when I'm not sure of something before it closes, testing things out, unless I have intuition, all of those things. Joel made a quick 300 on NASDAQ. Nice. Okay, guys, would you like me to go to NASDAQ now? Or I would personally wait 5 minutes. 9:05. Just wait for this, then I go to NASDAQ. Even if I go to NASDAQ right now, there's probably some moves I'm not going to be able to catch them because I'm going to start going from the daily, hourly, 5 minutes. Okay, so let's just wait till 9:05 across the board. First 5 minute candle to close on NASDAQ at 9 a.m. Let's wait for the first 5-minute candle right here to close on gold. Will it close above that yellow line again? Okay, so it is a nice bullish candle. It is pushing through here. That's the impulse, okay? We've talked about impulse candles every single session. Every candle technically can be an impulse. So if you want to trade it, that's up to you. Just know the implications when you are trading it before it closes. Otherwise, wait for the body to close to give you full confirmation. Okay, so that's that impulse, right? It broke out and then they slammed it back down. Sometimes when I do take impulse trades, even just that little move right there for 10 pips, you know, if you have fast executions, you can pip and dip and grab your 10 pips and get out. Okay, otherwise, you're holding now in drawdown. An unnecessary drawdown that you didn't have to enter into a buy. Okay, and if you did, what are the rest of us doing? We're just waiting for this candle to close. 2 more minutes to go. So I see that that was an impulse breakout, failed opportunity, and the sellers are pushing it back down. So it still shows me that there's a lot of resistance, a lot of supply that's still above there. Now the candle's turned into a shooting star, a bearish pin bar that could continue pushing down lower. Or buyers could bring it back up and close it back blue above there. 90 seconds to go. So now they're coming back in with some volume. Sellers slammed it back down. This is where sometimes you're going to get some consolidation inside these two zones right here. See how an impulse can cost you? That's why I recommend don't go in too large on an impulse. If you're speculating, if you're feeling the market out, go something smaller. So if it goes against you, you can cut it and it's not really going to affect you. You're not going to revenge trade from an impulse if you're trading with tiny sizing, feeling out the market. It shouldn't emotionally like get you panicking or where you're scared or where you're I don't know. I just don't know. If you're using 10 cents and you're down 20 pips, you're down $2. If you have a $10 account, $20 account, yeah, you're over leveraged even with 10 cents. But if you have a $100 account and you're down $2, okay, it is significant. I understand, but maybe some of you guys are trading with $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, $50,000 prop firms. I'm not sure that 10 cents, $2 is really going to affect you. Okay, coming back up. Look at the close now. Okay, so it's closing with blue volume now, right above. Get ready. Okay, so are we going to get a retest? Okay, it's blue ignited. The red box. See, I'm behind here. Gotta move. Okay, it's ignited. Okay, will it come up? Will it come back down? Will it allow me to buy the green box pullback? Okay, now it's coming. Oh, I gotta watch this. Sorry, guys. Okay, so the ignited open. It's an inverted candle. Remember like the first setup that came down, then went back up. So it's coming down, and did I miss my entry there? Or am I going to wait for the pullback in the green box as right there? So see now how it turned into a shooting star? Will I get my opportunity maybe to get in here? Now it's coming in. Okay, so now it's officially retesting the green box. Now let's see if it will catch a wick in it. Will it flip back up blue? How deep is it coming down in? Okay, so it came in. Big bearish candle. If it closes below here, could continue pushing down. Okay, so I was definitely looking for a buy, but I was waiting as it came up and then it came down. I was waiting for it to come down, retest the green box, but it's cutting through the green box, so I can't buy yet. It wants to maybe come down deeper further. Maybe it came down, picked up more. Now could be coming back up. After this candle, regardless, if I trade it or not, I will be doing NASDAQ. Even if I go in it, I will still go to NASDAQ. And it's got 3 more minutes to go to the close. This body too. If you don't feel comfortable trading it right now, you can wait for it to close. Will it come back up, close blue above here? Will it come black and be bearish down here? If it closes bearish below there, then we got to flip this zone back to red. That was a good push by the buyers right there, that second push. Will the candle flip to a bullish pin bar? Will we flip this black volume to blue? There's the blue flip. Okay, it's a spin top, indecision. I'm going to wait for this body to close. I'm going to wait for it to close. I feel like there's too much of a range. I know it may be an opportunity to buy, but I'm going to wait for it to officially close. Just look at the overall structure, what's happening here. Okay, so I'm going to wait for this body to close. I know I'm missing out on a possible opportunity here, but I'm going to wait for it to close. After this, I got to go to the Ministry of Transportation. I didn't know my health card expired when I went to the doctor last week. I forgot to renew my driver's license. So I got to go do that. Pretty boring stuff, but what are you going to do? And then I got to go see my barber. I got to get lined up. I look like a werewolf right now. Got to go to the barber shop and get fresh. You got to go out there. Okay, so here's the close, 30 seconds. So we got a spin top candle. It opened bullish. It came all the way down there. The buyers are pushing it right back up. Okay, so but we got low volume. Let's see how it will close, where it will close. Will it close above the zone? Again, you see how the volume is kind of concentrated at that yellow point of interest on the daily. And we got 5 seconds. Here's the close. Close with blue volume again above. Okay, so it's ignited blue right away when it opened. So yes, it could just go and push. It didn't. So as soon as it flashed black, now will it come back down and maybe retest again our green zone, or will it have a higher low? So there's the higher low, the small doji candle. Again, now it's coming down maybe with that bearish volume. Will it tap into the green box or higher low and flip? So still technically hasn't came into the green box yet. Maybe this push down. No, this buyer's still right there, holding it, holding it. Okay, so it's still, look at the little tiny range here. And it's still holding. Okay, I'm going to go in. You see how it flipped kind of blue? I'm in right now. Okay, so I'm in a buy. I'm going to see again if we can target the top of the red box up there. And then maybe to determine if it will fill those wicks up there. I'm in a buy. I'm going to place my stop loss below this green zone for now. Right there. I'm going to put an alert at this red line. In case I'm on NASDAQ, I'll get alerted here if it's approaching stop loss. I'm in a buy. I'm in a buy on gold. Okay, so I place my stop loss below this green zone, just right below it, right there. Okay, and I'm looking to see if we can continue to cut through this, come trade back at that hourly white line, 29.92, maybe at the top of the red box where we couldn't get any volume closing above us. Maybe we'll be able to fill these wicks and close above and maybe continue cutting through. But I'm in a buy. It's in profit. Okay, so these are those zero drawdown trades, up 15 pips. Let's see if we can get up to the top of the red box is 25. White line is again 30 pips. See what type of momentum we can get on this. And also closing. If it can close above this red line of volume, okay, that was that 50% marker of that big bearish candle at 8:45. Can we get some bullish volume to close above it? Okay, so that was a nice push up through there, but the sellers are pushing it right back down. So this is where it could in fact come back down to retest the green zone, the green box. If it has to, or if it needs to come a little deeper. So that's why, that's basically what your stop loss is. It's allowing it to breathe a little bit if the trade needs to come back down and gather some more liquidity without being stopped out of the trade. And yeah, it's a larger stop loss than normal. Some traders can get away with a tight stop loss like this, right below that wick. But I'm giving it room to breathe. So the size is larger, so the scale, the lot size needs to account for that. It's got to be decreased a little bit to account for that size of a stop loss. If you're going really tight, like if you're going with a tight stop loss, then you can increase your size if you're okay with that, because it's all relative. Okay, so after this candle, regardless, I got to do NASDAQ, okay? I'm just going to put some marks on my charts here. 1 second, just so I can watch this. Okay, so now it's coming down as a shooting star. This is that now official retest of the daily point of interest yellow line, maybe the green box. See if the buyers will step in here and push this thing up. It rejected the 200 EMA. Okay, yeah, I can add EMAs. I'm sorry. The 9, well, we got rejected at the 9, the green line, and our 200 rejected at the 200 as well. Okay, so we got our rejections. Still rejected below 50% of that volume. The 9 and the 200 rejected us. So we'll see now if it can continue to build here, around here, build, and then continue to try to come back up there, maybe get some volume to close above there. If not, we might encounter a little bit of a pullback. Here's the close. Still semi-bullish, but again, 60-40. Bullish spin top, not much information of it, But we'll continue to watch that. Guys, I'm going to go to NASDAQ while I'm in this trade. So please monitor as well as I will be monitoring it. But I'm going to do NASDAQ quickly for 5 minutes here. NASDAQ, let's do it fast. Okay. So I'm going to start off with the daily really quickly here. Okay. So big block that we broke on NASDAQ on the daily. This right inside here. So this block right there broke. It's officially now supply. We're below that. We're trading now down into here. Where, let me just see what we got going on right now. Okay, so that's area of support as of now. Just been built last few days. If we look to the past, okay, it was still holding this leg up and continue to push. So I'm still going to consider this that we're trading out of that demand zone on NASDAQ. 50%, this big candle right here, half of it, that's where we're retracing up to right now. 50% is right here. Okay, so that's point of interest, yellow. So from the opening price, closing price, half of it relative right there. We came into it back down. We're coming into it right now. Are we 50% above Friday's candle? Right there? Yes, we still are. Okay, so let's just follow today's volume. We are building something off the bottom, but look at all these days where the market was trending down. Lower low, lower high, lower low. You guys know that. Last 3 weeks, NASDAQ was selling down. So it's one bottom. Are we just rotating back up and they're going to push it back down? Or are we going to move with this today? So where did we close? Where did we open Friday to today? Right there, in around here. There is some gaps in the market. We came down originally, made a low of the day, was originally bearish. Right there, purple line, that's our low of the day. Okay, and buyers are stepping in. We're above 50%, stepping in back to where we opened. They pushed it. We filled above Friday's high, and we're up to our high of the day right here, which is right in 50% of this big bearish candle. So if we can continue to drive, maybe fill some of this volume to this big black candle and get up to maybe this wick, 19,980 right there, I would be targeting today to see if we can just fill up to there. Yellow line. And today we have a bullish pin bar candle. Let's go on the hourly. Okay, so the hourly, when did we start to move out of here? It was Thursday, power hour, continue to push up, pull back. Friday, this is London session, continue to drive, pull back. Was Sunday, futures market open over here, continue to drive. Okay, so on the hourly, we're still making higher lows, higher highs. We are trending up. The last hour, we got something. Yeah, we got a pretty good base candle. 8 a.m. Can we figure out where half of it is? Yeah, right there, right in half of it right now, white line. So it came up. See, we didn't fill to the high of the day. They're pushing it down. Will we find some support, come back up? Let's look on the 5 minutes. Hourly, you want to find an hourly zone too? You know, like look at this body, this candle. Okay, if you're looking for an hourly zone, see that wick and that wick right there. See that green box right there? From that wick to this wick, this high to that low, there's that volume right there at 6 a.m. untapped. Bring it into the future. See if it comes all the way back down on the hourly, right in here. That might be an opportunity to buy. Right halfway in it, right there. Okay, 19,632. I'm going to place an alert there for today. That might be a NASDAQ pullback buy for me later this afternoon. Who knows if it comes down there, but an alert doesn't hurt. Now let's go into the 5 minutes. Sorry, I'm doing this real quick, but we're in a trade on the other side. So pulled back, big bar here, news, 8:30, pushed up, retested it, hit the high of the day up there. We're coming back down. So see now how it is holding this area right now. A little bit above, a little bit below. Still holding this as a green box now. Let's see if the sellers will close it below here, push down a little further, or if we can start to maybe build something, start to come back up. But ignited, bearish bar, lower high, lower high, lower high. If you're trying to buy, again, it's pushing down. So just be careful. We'll leave NASDAQ right over here. We'll watch NASDAQ as it is building We're still below 50% of this. So we'll watch NASDAQ and gold. Okay, so gold, while I was doing that, came all the way back down, broke that green box, came back up. Good support down there. But can we get some volume building, getting it closing above the 9 EMA? 50% of the 845 candle, maybe closing above that 200 EMA, maybe flip these EMAs and maybe continue to push through here. We'll definitely keep an eye on this. We'll let that continue to. Okay, so we got good volume now. Okay, lots of time on this candle, 3.5 minutes to go. So again, it's how it will close. We don't want it just to, like that previous candle was very bullish, but we got rejected all the way back down. So now we're filling back up after we got some good liquidity down here. That's good. That's on our side. That's buy side liquidity. But can we get a nice positive close of a good volume? I'm targeting this red line. I don't normally use EMAs too much, but everything is all just in that area right there. You got the 200, you got the 9, and that red line. So look at that. Again, sharp, nasty rejection back down with a lower high. So there's a lot of resistance up here. Big sharp rejections turns into a negative candle, a shooting star, bearish candle pushing back down. But what I'm looking at is this supporting area, this green box, the yellow line. It's a daily point of interest. This is going to come back down, get some more buyers, come back up. This is that tug of war. We're in that tug of war where sellers can win this battle and push it back down. Buyers can maybe win this and push it back up. Can continue to consolidate through here. But we'll get more clarification as to when the candles close. That's why I don't like to add positions until I get confirmed closure. Like I don't want to just add because I saw a blue candle come back up. Because if I did that, then they would have pushed it back down, and then I'm in drawdown on not one trade but 2 trades. So if I can get clarification that the volume is closing above there, and it may be, then it gives me to add another buy or whatever you're doing. If you want to add positions to your trade, you can still wait for bodies to close, to confirm, to add. You don't have to keep adding on impulse candles. Okay, so NASDAQ is pushing down. If it closes below here, this green zone, I'm going to make it red. And it will be resistance going forward, and maybe it pushes down a little further. Then we'll target maybe something at this yellow daily line, maybe deep down into this hourly box that hasn't been activated yet. Okay, in the last 30 seconds, let's just pay attention to the close. $19,600 for a buy opportunity on NASDAQ. Let's see, 19,600. Okay, so 19,600 is down here on this chart, right below there. Okay, we're not close to it, but we'll keep an eye on it. Scotty, welcome. Good morning. Okay, so we got to close, bearish volume. Okay, but we're still relatively above this green box, still above this daily point of interest. So let's see if the buyers can continue to step in here. So when I'm talking about a consolidated area, I'm talking about like this zone right here, including the green box. This is our area of consolidation right here. Okay, so you see how now close below there? Okay, so just the green box to red. So it could come back up and then get rejected here and go back down. For any buys on NASDAQ, I'd like to see, again, buyers close it above this location. Do we have any support around here? Maybe where it will come in? Continue to watch that. And I got to watch my stop loss on gold over here. I also want to watch how if it builds down in here. Those are nice little spikes where it comes down, goes back up, but you also have to acknowledge the size of the candle's volume. Okay, there's still a lot of bearish volume. If the buyers can flip this bar and bring it back up, that's a pretty good job on the buyers. If they can close it again blue above here after that sharp rejection, then maybe we can still build above here and then get above those EMAs. So it's still building, still building. 3 minutes to go. Volume is again above the green box, above that daily point of interest, suggesting that it came down there, picked up some buyers. It's coming back up. Will it close? How will it close? I'd like to see maybe a hammer candle close above here where I entered the position, maybe build off of that and then start that next leg up. That would be nice. Again, but I can't determine it until the official candle closes in the next 2.5 minutes. So this is the first half. It was very bearish, and the buyers have answered it right back up. Okay, strong rejection, good rejection, but sellers could just jump right back in and push it right back down. Okay, we're still in this consolidated area. We're below the 9. We're still below the 200 EMA. We're still below 50% of that big bearish candle. So still, we got lots of resistance above us. NASDAQ is pushing down. So that big news candle right there, 830, it came all the way up. And look, it's retracing all the way back down to where this news candle started. So it's similar with NASDAQ. If you didn't do anything, secure anything, it's a shame because you just gave back quite a bit of pips. That's a big move. From let's say 660 to 760, 100 pip move. You don't want to give away too much. So stick with this. And now we got 60 seconds, guys, and we're going into Wall Street, okay? So Wall Street will watch NASDAQ, but I got to keep an eye on the gold over here too, because it's going to get volatile. But let's watch NASDAQ as Wall Street market opens, okay? So we've had news at 8:30. We've made the high of the day up here. It's been retracing all the way back down to where that news started, and now we got Wall Street market opening up, okay? So we're going to get some volatility. Careful, guys. This is when you got to watch your risk management as well. All things have to be considered now. Okay, so Wall Street market is now opening, official. Okay, so NASDAQ is showing some, just show some bearish move. Okay, gold's got a nice bullish candle, guys. Gold, but again, we got to watch the close of that candle. Okay, watching NASDAQ here. So maybe inside here, I let this thing consolidate, figure out what it wants to do for a little bit. Gold is right back to that daily point of interest for us. Okay. Looks like it wants to drop a little more, Scotty. Well then, yeah, let's see. Let's let it drop a little bit more. Maybe down. This would be a good opportunity to buy in here. If it does get down in here, might not. Maybe that's it. It's coming back up. But let's let NASDAQ just, Wall Street market open. Gold got a nice bullish candle again, but we've had quite a few bullish candles. Can we get a nice closure out of this guy? So it developed right in our green box. Perfect. But don't want, again, just lower highs, and then they push this momentum down. We got to close above this area. It would be really nice for gold to continue to push higher. Okay, so NASDAQ, good push back up to that resistance. They pushed it back down. Again, this could be it could be an impulse breakout possibility, or I'm going to wait for this first 5 minutes of Wall Street to close on NASDAQ. Don't want to take any impulse trades just in case it comes back down. Got to be careful. Gold, nice body. Again, can it close above this red line? Could it come all the way up? Maybe close higher above here. That would be perfect. Okay, so good move on gold coming out of the gate of Wall Street. NASDAQ, we'll see if it can close strong above here. Maybe build off of this. Ephraim, you cut another 16 pips on dirty buy. Excellent. Nice fast one. Okay, lots of resistance on gold. Wow, okay, so came through there, but it made a higher high. Okay, so higher than this high. Did create a higher high. That's important. In order to continue pushing up, we do at some point have to make some higher highs. We've got higher lows, strong body, but I'd like to retain a lot of this volume to close above here. If we lose this volume, it's going to be tough. It just shows how strong the selling pressure is. Okay, and it could exhaust the buyers, and then sellers could come in and just start pushing it right back down. Okay, so this NASDAQ is breaking out. It's going to close in less than 2 minutes. If it can close, I want to flip this zone back to green, maybe figure out where 50% of the volume is to catch a pullback. And gold is right back to that daily point of interest. 90 seconds to go. US 30 is making the moves. Whoa, look at US 30. Wow. Beautiful US 30. We'll do US 30 tomorrow. Watching NASDAQ today. Why didn't we watch the Dow? Because Scotty, you needed to come in here a little earlier and say, Ron, Dow. Tomorrow. It's all good, guys. Okay, so here's the close. Remember what we were going to look for. If it closes above here, this red zone will turn green. We'll determine where's about 50% of this volume, opening, closing price. We can determine where 50% is. Maybe catch a pullback buy off of it. Gold, again, it's right at this neckline. See where the battle is? It's right there. Another thing, I'm at break even. If you guys are at break even, you don't like the trade setup, you can close it. If you don't like it, you don't need to risk anything more. Anytime a trade is at break even, if you don't like the setup, get out of it. That's common sense. Okay, so this closed above. red to green out of that consolidated area there. From the opening closing price of that NASDAQ first 5 minutes, half of it is approximately right around there. So if it pulls back, maybe it catches a wick right there, higher low, instead of coming into the green box. Maybe it's building. Again, gold has an ignited bar. Okay, another ignited bar. But if there's a lot of rejections up here. Rejection, 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 rejection. There's the buyers trying to push it through there. Again, guys, if it's coming there to break even and you don't like the setup, you can reduce your risk. It's up to you. I'm still in it. We're at the high of the day of NASDAQ. Could get a new high of the day breakout. Above that purple line, what do we have? I'd be looking maybe for a move to 19,800. 19,800 right there. Another 40 pip move. And then we do have at 850, there is some structure right here. 850, right around there. There's that structure. Okay, so it's breaking through. I can see it. NASDAQ looking good. Gold, unfortunately, got rejected. So new high of the day break on NASDAQ. US stock market looking good. Gold, not so good. Multiple rejections. Those EMAs held up. Again, I'm just going to babysit that one. Where do I catch a pullback buy on NASDAQ? Okay, so do I want to buy the high right now, like up here, or do I wait for a next bar pullback? Either back down to the purple line, back down somewhere down in here. If I got to wait for pullbacks, I got to, continue to wait for a pullback entry. It's a beautiful breakout on NASDAQ, absolutely. Nice little trend coming down. Wall Street, continue push it through here. Let's see if it can close with continued bullish volume. Wow, there is lots of volatility in the markets. Like gold, again, came back down here, coming back up. Very choppy gold market. Okay, so it is sickening watching this. But again, it's coming back to break even. If you've had enough of this trade, you're welcome to do what you want with it. It was in profit a little bit. It was in drawdown. Back to considered to be break even. Review the trade again. Or just, I'm going to wait for that volume to close. Still undecided there. We're getting a strong US dollar too right now. One more minute to go. Nice push on the US index. Very nice push. And in the purple line was the previous high. There's that little zone right there. So just bringing that across. So if I got to wait for a pullback on NASDAQ, maybe to buy, maybe I'm looking to buy in here around 19,750 if I get that opportunity. Where's 50% of the close? There's the close. Just brought my red line up to about 50%. Okay, but it closed pretty strong above the next resistance line. Could retest this and drive up to that very easily 19,850 block. Nice candle, continuing to push off of this. Gold is gross right now. Gold is being gold. I'm still in it, still holding it, I'm still watching it, but it's showing a lot of bearish momentum. Okay, so lots of selling pressure above us. We still have the buyers holding the green box, but no follow through on these bullish candles. So it could definitely push down further, but if the buyers can close it strong with one bar, then that depth of market in that physical area could definitely flip in the buy side momentum. So again, we're getting like nice positive bars, but you got to understand that it's the follow through. I've been saying that, like, all this was a really nice bar. That was a really nice bar. That was a really nice bar. That was a nice bar. This is a nice bar. It's all the follow through, guys. Okay, so when this officially closes, otherwise it's just going to be maybe another candle comes up and then they reject it back down. So I'd like to see it close above here. More importantly, that red line and build off of that. Okay. So gold is being difficult, but it's a fight between the buyers and sellers, a serious fight there. It's all located at that 9 and that 200 EMAs, everything. It's all there. NASDAQ is beautiful. It's staircases going up, staircase to heaven, coming up. Nice pullback, healthy pullback, right into the news, 8:30, then new higher high, pullback, right into Wall Street, beautiful pullback, and a healthy move coming out of Wall Street. Okay, so it's excellent. It could definitely break through this, and maybe we target 19,900 and continue driving today. Don't fight sells on NASDAQ or Dow Jones, or just, again, you know, when gold was selling, we didn't see a blue bar. Now NASDAQ is pushing, we see blue, blue, blue. You got to wait for a sell candle. Like, you got to wait for a bearish candle to close below here to maybe suggest if you want to sell. I would not be looking for sells right now. It's a strong move. Gold will make you lose your mind. Gold will make you lose your mind. But we'll see what happens. 2 more minutes to go. If it needs to flag up here, maybe we flag in this general area. It could definitely produce a bull flag, could continue to cool off here and continue driving. It could pull back to maybe here. Again, it could come back down, create a higher low here, and continue driving back up. Okay, so we've got to be patient on both securities. 90 seconds to go. And then we're going to 9:45, which is a critical time in the market. It's the next 15-minute bar. Sometimes there's news. We don't have news at 9:30. 10 a.m., just some low-impact news. I just want to watch gold to close into this 1 minute. Again, it's at break even. It's giving me a headache here more than anything, but let's stick with this thing. A good candle following through so far, but the last 30 seconds is where it's at. Okay, good candle, but again, closing above this red line. Yeah, that 29.90, give or take, right there. Yeah, Armando, you got it, 29.90. So it's below the 200, below the red line, above the 9 EMA. It did close above this resistance. Okay, so it did in fact retest. Can we push with this? Again, I'm not satisfied until I get bodies closing above this red line. You see how, again, that candle teased you there and come back down. Now we could be trading into 50% of the blue candle, picking up now the 9 EMA as support. Okay, there, that nice flick off the 9. Okay, now we're using the 9 as temporary support. We've got volume closing above it. Before it was resistance. Can we kind of flip the market now a little bit? Gold is headaches. X-Red, look at Dow. It's just a lot to be flipping through right now. You know, like Dow is, I know it's unbelievable, but wow, it's beautiful. It's so again, like just. There's 50% right there. Oh shit. Like I didn't even mark this up, so I'm not even gonna start like just like this, but absolutely bullish. Any pullbacks, you want to hold this area right here and just continue. If that's one line and just continue. 50% of that candle, 50% of this candle. Dow is it's a rocket right now. Yep. Don't be looking to short that thing right now. And gold is disgusting. Yeah. Oh my God. Should have taken that gold trade, the first one, and then left off gold charts altogether and focused on US index. Okay, so that's my fault. That's why, guys, okay, for the rules when we do this next time, if we're doing these early sessions, we're going to focus on gold for COMEX and up to like 9 a.m. And then I'm going to move over to US 30 and NASDAQ, walking into Wall Street, and then we can watch those securities for Wall Street, okay? I don't normally trade gold in Wall Street. It's always before. I concentrate on Dow and NASDAQ when it's Wall Street's time. I think I lost focus, not you guys. I lost focus there, but that'll be going forward next time we do these early morning sessions. Okay, so don't be alarmed right now. There is a pullback. But there was pullbacks here, and maybe another pullback. Okay, so this might give an opportunity for a lot of buyers to be, taking some profit, selling into the supply, new sellers coming in, but there might be new buyers that want to come in. Those pending buyers that are waiting, for a discount to get a pullback, a retracement. If we just grab a Fibonacci and place it from the news at 8:30, from right here, the low, to where we're at now, that high, just looking at the fibs. Okay, so we just broke shallow pullback 23.6, coming down. There's the 382, the green box right in here. There's that 0.5. And then our 618 is 50% exactly of this big bullish candle at Wall Street. Okay, so waiting for pullbacks here. Gold is teasing. Gold is teasing us. Again, it came back down here. We got a beautiful candle coming out of here. So you see this green box right here. It's still relatively holding. The yellow line is still relatively holding as a daily point of interest. It's just we got to get nice closures with these candles. Holy shit, gold can drive you crazy. This is why a lot of gold traders are bald due to this fact. It's a correlation. Gold traders are normally bald. You'll see a lot of 20-year-olds that are, if you see a 20-year-old that's bald, you know he's a gold trader, okay? Anytime I'm on the streets and I see a 20-year-old that has no hair, I know he's scalping gold. I just know it. He's like, how did you know? I go, I know these things. I can tell you look stressed out for a 20-year-old. All the anxiety this shit puts you through. You should not be bald at 20 years old. Guys, if you see a 20-year-old that's bald, just say, hey, kindly, do you trade gold? And they'll be like, holy shit, how'd you know? I scalp gold. I know these. You'll know these things. If you see a 20-year-old and he looks like he's 60, you know he trades gold. Okay, guys, that wasn't a good, close. Again, it's just playing this game inside here. So I'm gonna let gold do its thing for a little bit. Healthy pullback on NASDAQ. Okay, there's bucks, green to red. Now we came down to the 618. Will it come right into that hourly box in here? Could this be our pullback buy in here? Okay, good response by the buyers. Coming back up. Where can it close above here? It's going to come back down. Again, I'm just letting this candle close, just watching what's happening. For every healthy move to go up, there's got to be a healthy pullback. Let's like understand that. For every move that goes up, a healthy pullback will continue making a bigger move to the upside. If we don't have a healthy correction, then the move may not sustain itself. Okay. I'm going to let gold do its thing because every time I keep flipping to it, it's like I keep jinxing it every single time I come back to it. So I'm just going to let this candle do what it needs to do because every time I come over here, it's like I'm jinxing it and bringing it right back down. So let's let gold do its thing. Watch NASDAQ over here. Good response. Okay, coming back up strong. Will it close above this zone? Maybe we can buy off of this. Maybe a small pullback off of this. Who knows? Maybe this candle is going to come all the way back and close above here. So that's a big response. Big market response. Like NASDAQ's not playing today. It's not. It's coming back up strong. So it might set the tone of the day. Like if it continues to build like this, we might have a nice, real bullish day on the daily candle. Beautiful response. Two more minutes to go into the close. Very strong candle. Very strong candle. But it still has a lower high, okay? So it's good response. If it closes above, we're going to flip this red to green. Maybe pullback buys in here at around 19,760. Gold. We'll look at gold too. Gold. Yeah, gold's playing its games here. I can feel my hair falling out right now. I think I've lost. I don't have too much hair on my head, but I've lost what I had. You're going to see Ron with two hats next week. X-Ray just pulled another 150 hairs out of gold. Yeah. If you want your hair to grow, stop trading gold. Okay, but who knows? Maybe this is going to be our bullish candle we can play off of. Again, it's creating those higher highs. We need them, but man, there's no volume follow through. Holy shit. Okay, so here's the close. There's the close. Again, right at our red line, okay? So it's good. It's good. Like it, but it would have been nicer if we could close near the highs up here. Then we could have maybe drove and cut through all of this resistance. So still, if our buyers are stepping in, still got a lot of resistance, okay? So gold, technically, like this small area. See, this is where we had, I know it's going to get really congested in here, but this is where we have that red zone. If this is just turning green right now, if this can hold just for a few bars right here, maybe we can build off of this, protect this depth of market below us. This can continue to build while this one is being activated right now. And then I want to see if we can trade up to this white line, like cut through this big resistance up here. It's not easy. All of these EMAs are converged right. Everything is right here. So, it's going to be, it's either way. Okay, it's both sides there. We'll let that thing continue to figure out what it wants to do. We closed above, red to green. It opened, came all the way down, retested this. Let's see if NASDAQ can maybe possibly flip and continue driving. Maybe we can buy the flip, or maybe we can wait for it to come back down. We can buy if it comes back down. And we got 10 a.m. in the next couple minutes. So I'm just going to chill till 10 a.m. because 10 a.m. There is volatility. Whether there's red folders or not, 10 a.m. is a volatile hourly candle. So kind of just maybe want to wait for this hour to close, watch first 5 minutes in the next hour. I'm already in a trade right here with gold, so don't want to kind of add more to the issue right now. Continue to watch that. So it's still holding above here. You know, that minor green box I just put, still relatively holding. This is the start of like that double top, that ugly, you know, for sellers. Coming up, back down, coming up. Like if it comes back down at 10 a.m., I don't want to kind of see that for NASDAQ. Then you'll see a full retracement back down below Wall Street market open. Hopefully it can continue to hold this here and then maybe turn blue at 10 a.m. and just continue driving through here. That would be nice. But again, I'm on the sidelines for NASDAQ. I'm going to continue to watch. We've got another minute to go to 10 a.m. Gold, it's kind of like a coin flip. It could technically go bullish, but it could very well just come right back down through here. There's so many rejection wicks. It's at that point again where I'm going to say this again, like break even again on gold. Like it's no, right now you can close the trade if you like prior to going into 10 a.m. You know, if you don't like the setup, I'm not saying with this setup, I'm just saying in general in trading. If you're in a trade, you're not really feeling it, it's kind of, don't be scared to, you know, close it and look for another position. Like I do that all the time. But here we go. So it's a bearish engulfing candle coming all the way back down to this daily point of interest, back down to the green box. Scotty, have a great day today. Take care, man. Join us tomorrow, and then we'll do US 30. And then I need your input tomorrow. Okay, so it did close below this little green box, so it didn't technically hold. I was wanting to see if it would hold for a couple bars. It didn't. Now it's coming back down to the deeper zone. We'll come back up, play that game again. NASDAQ, okay, still holding here, holding the green box. Let's see if we can build off of this and flip. Maybe NASDAQ might potentially look for something. Okay, gold is ugly. Yeah, gold's gonna maybe 10 a.m. take out these lows. We'll see. It's ugly. I know. We've been teased for the last hour with these candles, so I'm not getting excited until there's follow through from the buyers. Guys, what we it just it came up and they pushed it down. Look, one time, two times, three times, four times, five times, six times, seven times, eight times. You know what I mean? But still holding. Everything is still holding healthy above our daily point of interest. Our daily holds more weight than just a 5 minute level. So they're there, they're still there, but this follow through is horrendous. Comes through and then they push it down. If we lose this 10 a.m. volume, then unfortunately this trade just might fizzle off and sellers might be able to just push it down. Then I might have enough of this trade and then I might close it out, like if it comes back down to break even. But if we can get follow through and a nice close, we could definitely, because I know a lot of sellers are here. They're stacked. Their stop losses are all in this red box. All we need is a nice close and a follow through on the next candle. And we could cut through here and attack all their pending orders, all their stop losses, and we drive right through this red box. And then the trade turns to a 40, 50, 60 pip move. But if you're not getting any follow through like this, it's just the buyers are going to get tired. The buyers are going to get tired. The buyers are going to get tired of keep buying if you keep pushing them down, keep pushing them, and there's no follow through. That will definitely change the entire depth of market. You'll see orders above start getting pulled, and then they'll just start putting their bids lower and lower. And we want them asking to trade at these highs. Okay, so this is that double top that I was just talking about, okay, where it came up, back down, the neckline's right here, came up, there's that double top, now it's coming down, okay, so that's what I was suggesting at 10 a.m. If it comes down, we look for maybe 19,700 to hold here, or here's the Wall Street, start of Wall Street, back down in here. Will they take out Wall Street's low? This might be a great opportunity to buy down in here. But I don't want to buy this candle coming down. Okay, so I'm still waiting patient on NASDAQ. If it closes bearish, it might still drop through. But then we're coming to a deeper level of demand. One more minute on this disgusting gold trade. Hit the likes if this gold trade is disgusting. Hit the likes if you're sick of this fucking gold trade. I'll hit the like. Excuse me. Hit the likes if we want this shit to push right through here. And we got to get paid. Like, for being this patient on this trade, gold better pay us. Pay that man that money. He's got alligator blood. You guys ever watch Rounders? Best movie. Edward Norton, Matt Damon, a poker movie. Watch it. Wow, okay, good follow through finally on a candle. Can we get an ignited bar pop and drive? Let's go. Is this our candle? Come on. Don't disappoint. This is the setup we need. Come on, come on. Keep filling, keep filling. Let's go, baby. Fill, 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 fill it, fill it, fill it, fill it. Drive, 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 drive. Go, cut through this shit. Come on, come on. Go for those stop losses. Go get those stop losses. Go, 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 go. Get those stops. Go, go, go. This is when you want to drive now. Go after those stops. Don't wait. Come on. See, if this was Dow, this would have cut right through this shit and we would have been flying. Gold, man, where's the power here? EMAs are converging. We got our 9 kissing the 200. This is where we might get a bullish crossover, but we're already in the money of 30 pips. So whatever's happening down here, that's good, but we're up here. Let's cut through. Come on. Go, 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 go. If it starts cutting through these highs, then I'm going to start grabbing my stop loss and lowering my risk. Okay, it's still holding good, strong bottom. Okay, but remember, this is a big supply zone we're trying to cut through. If it came up, failed, pushed back down, now we lost our open. Okay, so now where's 50% of the candle? Look at, that's where our EMAs are converging, right here. Sorry, I'm just bringing this right there. There's roughly all of these wicks and where our EMAs. So if it comes all the way back down, you can see literally where it wants to come back down to. Test these. Hopefully we don't come back down here. That's good enough. That higher low is perfect. Now just continue to get some demand up here. Okay, so there's a pullback now. They didn't cut through all those stops. Okay, now came down. Maybe now we got some more volume. Now let's drive and fill the candle back to the high and continue maybe to drive. These are all stops here. Let's cut through this shit. Come on. Where the fuck are the buyers? Drive this shit. Like, this is where you need your hourly, your 4H, your swing traders, you know, like their volume to push through this. You and I, we're just these small time 5-minute scalpers here, but there's enough liquidity to just drive right through this now. The buyers are still weak right now. NASDAQ pushing back up. If it closes above here, NASDAQ could continue to fly. Okay, sorry guys. I know I'm flip-flopping, but gotta watch this one because this is the actual trade. 90 seconds to go. Asia, you hit your TP on gold. Congrats, congrats. Good. Okay, let's drive, come on. Okay, back up to the top of the wick, 35 pips. If we can get to the, I want to target the top of that red box to see if we can cut through. Wow, sharp rejection again. So looks like highly likely it wants to come back down and trade back down into this zone, unless the buyers can continue to hold it above here. But that's where all of the EMAs 200, that red line that was representing 50% of that big bearish candle. Now we're representing maybe 50% of the bullish candle. So if it does retrace, we've got maybe a good block right here. This block has been the best block this entire time holding. Armandi, don't be greedy if you're in gold buys. Yeah, maybe I'm going to get slapped around here for being too greedy. What, 30 seconds to go into the close? Oh, if we can just close above that hourly white line up there, we're almost there. I want to move my stop loss up and reduce my risk, but just want to see how this is going to close. Okay, here's the close in 10 seconds. Again, this is a critical white line. That's the hourly resistance. Are we closing right below it? Are we going to close above it? Are we closing right at it? Can we build off of it? Here's the close, right on top of it. Next candle opened blue, ignited, if you saw that. So can we fill our wick with this now, with this momentum, and get through those stop losses and just, all these shorts, all of these guys selling here, here. Their stops are up here. So naturally, can we just cut through? And a stop loss is a pending order. So there's pending orders. Plus there's sell orders up here. Plus there's new buyers that want to buy up there. Failed. See, no new higher high. Failed. Come back down. Retest now. This area. Whew, it's a fight up here. Man. And NASDAQ waiting for closure above here. Still technically trending down. Just let's see if we can get some blue volume close above here. This green zone is, sorry, I didn't update this, but it's still red. Just going to clean up. I'll get rid of these Fibonacci's for NASDAQ. Okay, so this might be that retest right there. So that's where the 9 and the 200 are kissing right there. Are we getting a bullish crossover as I'm speaking? Okay, so then can you guys see it? Do you guys see the green and the purple EMAs? These right here. Okay, and they're right inside the green box. Okay, so the 9 is technically above the 200, but these are lagging behind. Okay, so maybe we'll continue to hold. Maybe we can build off of this. But now we're retesting that green box. You saw what EMA is it? 9 and 200. 9 and 200. The green one is the 9, the purple one is 200. I hope me holding this trade in this red box right there at that white line, it doesn't come back and haunt me, because normally I trade in those zones and I do something, but just hoping that this thing can flip and break through here. But again, it's that hope and pray. Come on. But I gotta trust the structure that's being built. Okay, so did we trade inside here yet? Not yet. It came almost in there. Okay, so it's coming right back up, coming back down, heavy pressure. Nas broke the trend line. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so Nas is coming back up. Let's see. Okay, so let's give NASDAQ the benefit of the doubt if we can get the buyers to close it above this zone. But still, look, see, that's why I wait for candles to close. It came up, still lower high, lower high, lower high. They pushed it back down. Let's wait for this body to close. Maybe we flip this red to green. Maybe we can buy off of this and then get that nice next push. Gold, nice. Oh, I love that. That's a big wick right down there. Okay, now can we? I need a new higher high. I don't know about you guys, but I need a new higher high. I want to continue this trend coming through here. Beautiful. Drive now. Drive. Cut through these stop losses. This is where if you have a depth of market, you're looking above and you're starting to see orders getting pulled on gold. You're starting to see the offers getting pulled and they're being raised higher. Like if the orders are getting pulled here, the offers, then they're coming up to this white line. Maybe they're being put up here. Then this gives us clearance to fill our prior wicks and continue to drive through here. If we can close with good positive volume above here, maybe we can flip this entire red box green and build off of this. 40 seconds to go. We got a beautiful candle. Okay. If this thing can close above 40 pips in profit, I will be then reducing my stop loss. Just full transparency ahead of time so you guys know. Okay. Reducing risk is part of your risk management rules. Everyone does it differently, but you gotta figure out a way how to do it yourself. And then up to the white line is about 55 pips up there. Okay, up to that hourly line. Here's the close. Okay, so again, right at the box, it closed. I can give it the benefit of the doubt and go green, but I don't do that. I don't do it until the candle proves to me. So the buyer's got to continue to prove to me that they can close it above there. But if we start moving and getting out of here, stop loss, going to reducing risk, going to break even is the next thing, up 45 pips. Yep, okay. So you guys got me? So I'm going to break even now on the entire trade. Okay, so I have no risk anymore while I'm up in profit. 45 pips. 50 would be, there we go. There's 50 pips. And then getting it up to that white line would be 55.60. If this body can close above, if it can close above, well, we can flip this entire big red box green, and then any pullbacks, we might be continuing to drive higher. Okay, so our first trade was approximately 50 pips. I scaled out 80%. I'm going to do the same with this one. So I'm going to scale out 80% here too on the second trade. Full transparency, guys, listen to what I'm doing. I'm closing 80% here, and I'm leaving 20% running, just like the first trade on this candle. So then hopefully maybe we hit daily goal, and we got some runners, and we got rewarded for holding all that, through all that shit there. Okay, guys, that's what I did. Hit the likes on YouTube and put a W in the chat if you understood what I just did there. I reduced my risk. I have no risk involved, okay? And closed 80% at 50 pips and leave the rest running. If this can close above, we're going to continue to go through the motions. Yep, gold is behaving. You can feel your hair grow again. Look at my hair, how much it grew. Look at this. I'm taking my hat off. Look at that. I was bald at the start of the call. I don't know where all that hair just came from. See, gold is magical. You can grow hair when you're when you're getting pips, and you lose hair when it's driving you crazy. So that's the beauty of gold. It's the hair. And if we can continue to drive up there, that's that hourly white line. And then NASDAQ. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't focusing on NASDAQ, but it did close above red to green. Like, I hope you guys just go through the motions and get to do this. It's not that hard. Okay. So now it came back down, back down. Let's see again if it can retest, and hold. Maybe we might get that natural NASDAQ move, continue to make highs. It's retesting here. Give it some time to breathe too. NASDAQ needs time to breathe. Hot dusty, risky entry, but it worked out. And then yeah, you're right. I agree. But it worked out. 2 for 2 today. Mining risk management, netting 100 pips, not bad, and got a runner running. Our first runner came back and hit break even. That's why 20% is okay. But the whole trade coming back down, hitting break even, it's heartbreaking. Especially when you invest 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours in the markets, you know. So guys, it's a job. Okay, I've been saying this. This is a job. We go to work every day. We come in, we work, we get our payday, and we go home. Okay, that's what we want to do. We're not here to, I don't want to see you guys here 6 hours, 8 hours a day. I don't want to be here myself 6 hours, 8 hours a day. I got to go and to the ministry and get a new health card. It expired. When I went to the doctor, he's like, your health card expired a month ago. I'm like, they go by birthdays, February. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot all about that. And then when I was driving, I look at my driver's license. I'm like, oh my God, I'm driving with an expired driver's license. If the cop pulls me over, I'm going to get my pee-pee slapped. So I got to go today and get that done. All the money I made today, I'm going to just pay the government their fees now to get a new health card and a new driver's license. So I'm working for the government. I'm a government worker, actually. Here's the close. Are we closing with volume above this big red box? Let's Can we in fact make it green? Let's do that. Wow. Okay, so we got maybe any pullbacks now. This could be a nice depth of market building for us. So you got this nice long move. If there's a pullback, you got protection now. Maybe we get protected here. Maybe it comes back up. Maybe it kind of builds here, and then we continue driving today. 29.97, maybe 3,000. Okay, and just monitor your runner. If you're up 50, the run, okay, this is another thing I don't normally talk about. The runner, you can have a trailing stop loss. So like if I right now my runner is running at break even, okay, and the entire runner is now 50 pips. Okay, so if I want to secure half of it, 25 pips, I can now put my stop loss at 25 pips. So if it does come down, all of this is pocketed. It's good. You don't need to leave it's all depends on what you want to do. Okay, that's everybody's different. Beautiful pullback, pop. Let's see if we can drive. All we're doing is trying to fill these wicks from right over here at 8:30, our 8:30 news. So when the market fell, gold is retracing all the way back up to the news, and can we continue to drive back up? Okay, so gold was gross, but we navigated through it because I trust structure in the market. I know it got messy. Maybe this is a good example and a good lesson for everybody. Sometimes you're going to trade some shitty volume. Like over here, it's beautiful volume. We got stuck with this, and we still made 60 pips out of that, and we got this move, and it's 60 pips. Okay, so that's 60. If it continues to drive, where? I don't always go to the next big move. 50% right here, right up there. That would be 67 pips. That would be the next resistance. If it can target that, 78. But you see the big candle right here? Right there. From there to there, half of it, that's that red line. 29.55. Sergio, it all started with that fair value, fair FVG at 29.84. 29.84. Yeah, right there, bro. See that? So that was a big one. Yeah, good that you mentioned it. Guys, look at this. Okay, see this? That started the big move here. See that pullback retest? See right there? Those 1, 2, 3 wicks there, and then that high. See how I just kind of got that little green box, stretched it into the future. Yeah, you had to be patiently waiting, but look how many times kind of came down here. Came down right there, 820, came down. As soon as it tapped into there, boom, that triggered it and triggered our move. That's where I kind of bought in up there, but pull back. Okay, I was in drawdown, but I had my stop loss below. That was my stop loss below here, and below that demand, below this big strong block. And then it can continue to come back up with pullbacks, but every pullback, higher lows, continuing to go. Then we got that nice volume finally close and follow through, and now we're laughing. Okay, but yeah, determining those zones is critical, guys, and place an alert into the future. That's what I mean. And then later on, if it comes in, taps in there, you get alerted, and you might get a trade with minimal to no drawdown at the best available discounted price. Okay, even selling, you do the same thing, just opposite. NASDAQ consolidating right now, right through here as we go into 10:30. I'm not going to be taking any more trades. I'm done for this session. 2 of 2. I've exceeded my daily goal today. I got a few things to do, running errands, and gold, come on, baby. Talk to me. Ronny's going to start singing karaoke today. You know what I do? Elvis Presley. Believe it or not. I do Elvis. I do Elvis Presley. That's what I do. If I come to karaoke with you guys, you put Elvis on, it's game over. It's game over. Just sit back, relax, and I'll serenade you. I'm being for real. Ask Dave. Dave has seen it. Anybody know any Elvis Presley classics? You guys are too young. Barney, you'd pay to see that? Hound dog? Suspicious minds, boom? Yeah, there's some good ones out there. All shook up, Dale, yes. Gold had us all shook up, but now we're good. Guys, what a way to start a week. You know what I mean? This is what I mean. Start off positive, okay? And don't piss this away the rest of today, okay? Learn something, guys. For example, if you still want to trade, still trade, but secure a certain amount of money. Keep compounding that account. Remember, the name of the game is to grow your account. The more you have in there, the more capital, those little 0.5% days, 1% days, you're going to love those days because they start adding up. It's all amount of capital. It's all amount of capital. And if you can keep letting runners run, you can keep, executing proper trades, closing trades too when a trade is not doing what you want it to do. Close it, guys, and just look for another setup or whatever you got to do, okay? NASDAQ still bearish, okay? It's inside here. Just be careful with NASDAQ. Now, this is when it's just barcoding now for a little bit. Maybe you got to wait till like 11 a.m. where it's just going up, coming back down, going back up. Again, it might be doing what gold was doing, okay? So just take it easy with it. Watch your zones, watch your levels. Because in fact, this could start selling back down. If the sellers start closing below structure, it could start dropping. Excellent, guys. Wow. Okay, so the top up there, 80 pips. 80, and our original 50, 60, 130, 140, 150 pips today. Not bad. Maybe made 2-3 days worth of pips. And if you need a day off tomorrow, enjoy your day off. But this was a good St. Patrick's Day. Beautiful. Everyone go out, enjoy your St. Patty's Day. Holy gold is the pot of gold right now. Let's go. Up there. Wow. Cut through. Now we hit a daily point of interest. Now it's not, okay, this is where shit gets serious, guys. We hit from, look at yellow tape, yellow line to yellow line. This is not now playing games. From one daily, like if I show you the daily candle, let's see what we just did here on the daily. Okay, look, guys. We're not on the 5-minute candles anymore. This is daily. These are the big daddy bars over here. Okay, so look at where we buy, like where we took a buy, right here. At this yellow line. We filled up to here. So why do I have this yellow line here? It was the distance between here, and that was exactly half of it. So that's what we just traded right into. And it could get pushed back down, or we could continue to push and fill today's high wick all the way up to 3,000. You guys can monitor it the way you want, but I go from tape to tape, yellow to yellow. So with my runner, I still have a good size runner running. What you can also do here is I'm going to close 50% of my runner up here. Okay, I have a 20% runner. I'm going to close half of it up here and secure this money as well. So, and then I'll leave just 10% running. Okay, so I'm now closing out 50% of my runner. And then I only have 10% running, and hopefully it keeps, maybe she's got some nice sexy legs on her and she wants to continue to go, but sellers could just come in and start dropping it back down, and I don't want to piss away some good runners because it's nice. It's lunch money. Why not? Okay, guys. So that's everything for me. It's 10:30. One thing, don't leave me right now. There's a free Telegram channel pinned at the top of YouTube for all of you guys. Please join it. It's this over here. We added a few blogs on the website yesterday, some good ones. Go to our website, stocksnipertrading.com. Go to blogs. You can either join the team. Here's a Bitcoin weekly outlook with some key considerations and some bullish, bearish opportunities. Bitcoin is almost 83,000 right now. We got our weekly outlooks for gold, still looking strong. Guys, this was me last week. Do not trade while sick, tired, or emotionally unwell. Why? Effects of it. Learn from this, guys. Countermeasures, how to mitigate that. Some of you guys are always tired, sick, unwell, but you're trading. Holy shit, guys. Okay, we closed above. Go red to green. Bullish ignited candle popping. Wow, 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 wow. This is turning into 100 pips. Whoa. Okay. All of this garbage, we said see you later to those sellers. And it just drove right through there. Two nice buys on gold today. Fortunately, I didn't trade any index, but we'll get to that tomorrow. We'll bring Scotty back with the Dow. NASDAQ is still bearish, guys. Okay, so it's closing below, continuing push down. Good buying opportunity possible in this green box if you guys are still going to trade, but I got to take off, guys. Also, this week was supposed to be our intro to boot camp, intro to Bitcoin and crypto boot camp. I pushed it till next week because I did not want to miss our FOMC session because the boot camp was 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. We'll do it next week. I didn't want to miss this with you guys, so just make note of the times. Dave is in the private Zoom all week, 8 to 10. He'll take over the gold, and then we'll be coming in tomorrow, 10:30 to 1. And Wednesday, FOMC, make note of the time, noon. We're going to start at noon and we're going to go till power hour, 3 p.m. We'll cover it for 3 hours, and then we'll go back to 10:30 to 1 the rest of this week. Also, this crypto bootcamp, it's available for everybody that wants to join. It's a good time to learn about crypto now. Everything it's going to be 6 days. Monday to Friday, 5 days, and then Saturday will be like a day on the charts. It's a breakdown of what we do in this. If you click on the blog, if you want to join, guys, you get a 3-month membership extension with SST. The premium, you get everything, including the Discord, all of the trade ideas, these type of trade ideas we send out to the members, all of the education we have available, all of the live sessions we do, and you get the boot camp to learn a little bit more about crypto and Bitcoin. Once we get through that, then I have the next one, the big one everyone's waiting for, the intro to stock and options. That's going to be another 5-6 day boot camp, and that will be our next project for everybody ready to go. Okay, so I hope everybody had a great session today. I had a great time. I'm still not 100%, but I'm feeling much better, especially when you make some money in the markets. It's the cure for any sickness you have. So you give me these pips, my pneumonia goes goodbye. But hopefully I'll have a voice to continue doing this, and I enjoy the time with you guys. If you guys can kindly leave us a like today, if you learned something new, if you had fun with us, if you took a trade, you made some money, leave us a like. We do appreciate it. And everyone on Zoom, have a fantastic start of the week. God bless everybody. And pay attention to Trump. Pay attention to this gentleman. Anytime the man speaks, the markets move. So this guy is, he's like live broadcasting his presidency. It's like he's live streaming everything he does. Just be careful when you're trading, because anytime that gentleman opens his mouth about anything, tariff talk, whatever it is, can affect the markets. Okay, guys, I had a blast. Have a great day. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Gentlemen, my ass. I'm trying to be just respectful here, Mark, but yeah. We'll see you guys. Have a good day, everyone. Take care.
Recording stopped.
guys, good morning. Welcome to the live session of Stocks Network Trading. My name is Dave, guys. My partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell. Okay, I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please secure.